Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to 40k 8th edition, where in this very special episode today we're trying out loads and loads of new stuff because the word bearers of the Dark Maw, my word bearers army, are clashing once again with the Sisters of Battle of the Order of the Azurine Heart here in this place, at this ruined chapel which has been bombarded by hell-forged artillery, and the word bearers are here for one simple thing. They believe an ancient heretical artifact is buried in this place, in the crypts and catacombs beneath the chapel. Buried here a very, very, very long time ago, during the days of the heresy, during the days of the scouring, by the word bearers themselves as they retreated from this place back into the nearby warp storm called the Maw. And now, 10,000 years later, as the galaxy is torn in half by the Great Rift and everything is thrown into chaos and anarchy, they have returned to reclaim what was left here. And stopping them, hopefully, for the Imperium anyway, will be the Sisters of Battle of the Azurine Heart. They previously fought my word bearers on the shrine world known as the Emperor's Garden, and unfortunately it was a very close battle, but they were not victorious. Chaos won the day that time. Perhaps today then, in fact, the sisters will avenge that defeat and send the word bearers packing. And of course, the person whose phone you just heard ringing is Dan. Welcome back, Dan.
Hello.
You brought your wife's wonderful Sisters of Battle back to the channel. And you are holding, as we can see,
glorious, look at it.
The glorious new Sisters of Battle tome. It's beautiful. Touch it, touch it, touch it. It's lovely, yes. Today, it's going to be a narrative battle, and we're going to be using power level, and the reason for this, basically, is we wanted to play a very simple battle, because we're using loads of new stuff today. Very simple battle, with very simple rules, and we're a bit in the lurch at the moment, unfortunately. I don't know when this video will actually go up to be viewed, hopefully very soon, but the problem is we're in a weird transitional period where Chapter Approved has just come out. It arrived through my letterbox like 2 hours ago. I barely had a chance to look at it. That has arrived. The new Sisters book is out as well. And Battlescribe, the app which we use to actually add up the points for armies, has not been updated to reflect either of those things. So basically, we're just going to default to power level for this one. I know it's not the most balanced thing in the universe, but neither of us are abusing it, so I think we should be fine. So there you go, there's your disclaimer. We are using power level, and it is going to be narrative play. Are we going to do the match play CP reroll thing?
If you want to waste, I'm okay with it. If you want to waste all your CP on rerolls,
yeah, I don't really want to.
You've got loads of fancy new stratagems you want to use.
I do have loads
go for it.
I do have loads of fancy new stratagems because I also have this Psychic Awakening, Faith and Fury, a book that I wasn't actually that excited about. But as it turns out, word bearers have got some really cool goodies in here that I'm actually quite pleased with. The GW kind of did the word bearers a little bit dirty in this edition. They gave us probably the worst army trait in the entire 8th edition game of 40k. But they made up for a bit with this book and gave us some really nice war traits and relics and stratagems and things. So anyway, right, the phone just stopped recording then. I don't really know why. I think I might have accidentally nudged the off recording button, I'm not sure. Basically, I think it was its way of telling me to get on with it, so let's do that. It's, what do we do, roughly 100 power level each?
Roughly, well, I've got 95, you've got 96, did you say?
Yeah, I think so.
Although pretty close.
Yeah, we've got a couple of squads that are under strength as far as power level goes as well, so it probably balances out, roughly speaking. So yeah, plus a lot of chaos stuff went down in points recently, so this probably does work out fine. But yeah, we're roughly 95 to 98 we're at 95 to 100 power level is what we're working with today. And speaking of that, let's go look at the army, starting with the heretics. And here we are, folks. It's the word bearers. It is 2 battalion detachments and a vanguard detachment, I think, the elites one.
Yep.
Yes, it is. And well, basically double battalion, because so many stratagems now want all of the command points, and so that's what I've done. We've got 5 man squads of Chaos Marines and 2 10-man Cultist squads. And basically they're all Bolter Marines with like a heavy weapon each. I have a missile launcher in that squad, plus the champion who killed a knight with his bolt pistol in the campaign on Winter's Channel, which I'm still very proud of. Blast cannon in this squad, and a las cannon in this squad, and this one's got a missile launcher. We've also got 2 obliterators. Just two, not 3. Couldn't make it work power level wise. We have demon engines. We have some new additions as well, actually. We've got the Lord Discordant. Lord of the Disco, hallowed be his name. He's leading up the demon engines, which include a Chaos Decimator, which is also new from Forge World. I got recently and painted up. He's got a Siege Claw with the built-in Hellflamer thing, and a Soulburner Petard, which is the mortal wound gun. It's nasty. And Stompy, of course. We couldn't leave Stompy out of the fun, so Stompy's along the Mauler Fiend as well. I've got 8 Possessed Marines and a Greater Possessed. Now, Possessed I've not been much of a fan of in the past, but actually with the new Word Bearer shenanigans, I think I can make Possessed actually quite good. So we're going to give him another go. And as for our characters in the middle here, we've got a Master of Possession. We've got Lachesis the Sorcerer, who is going to get a new model very soon. I got the new Chaos Sorcerer model they released recently, the plastic one. And we've got Cor Varric here with his 2 brothers Gribbly. He's the Dark Apostle. And we've got a Demon Prince, who is the Warlord today. The Demon Prince is going to be leading the army today. His Warlord trait is going to be one of the new ones from Faith and Fury. It is, what's it called? Master of the Union. That's it. Like every demon unit, Legion demon unit, I think within 6 inches of him gets +1 attack, which is pretty nice. Which includes him, of course. So yeah, Demon Prince. He's got the Demon Weapon claws as well. The new ones, the Slanesh claws, because he's a Slanesh Demon Prince. This one, and he's got the I forgot what they're called. They've got a really long name, but the new Slanesh Demon claws, which replaces regular Malefic Talons. And they're a demon weapon, basically. So if you roll a 1 before you attack with them, he takes a mortal wound and doesn't get to fight with them. But if he rolls a 2+, he gets that many extra attacks. And their strength quite high, AP -2, damage 2, and they get to reroll to wound. So they're pretty good. Hopefully gives him lots of extra attacks. Plus his basic additional one from Master of the Union. So I'm hoping he can just dish out tons and tons of damage. He's also got as a psychic power Delightful Agonies, he can cast on himself, give himself a 5+ feel no pain. As for Cor Varric over here, he's using the new stratagem that makes him a Disciple of the Dark Council, or whatever it's called. Basically, he can chant 2 prayers now instead of 1. So the prayers he knows today are Benediction of Darkness, which puts a -1 to hit on a unit that he casts it on. And the other one, which is Omen of Potency, which is the one that allows him to Hulk out and power up in close combat. Now, I figured out a way, basically, to make this guy the glassiest of cannons ever. Basically, I spent a command point to get an extra relic as well. So he's got the Cursed Crozius relic, and he's got Omen of Potency. So he can power up with Omen of Potency, which will give him +3 attacks and make his AP -4 in close combat. He is going to get, hopefully from the Sorcerer, cast Diabolic Strength on him as well, which will give him +2 strength and +2 attacks, I think, or a +1 attack, I think, possibly. So that'll bring him up to like 7 attacks. Hitting at strength 8, AP -2, rerolls to wound against Imperium units, and damage 3. So basically, hopefully, if I can power him up and make Cor Varric here go Super Saiyan, he can be an absolute monster in close combat. That's the plan anyway. And because he can chant 2 prayers per turn with the new stratagem, he can also do the reroll hits bubbled in close combat if he wants to, or what have you. So that's pretty nice. Master of Possession as well. He's going to have in Cursed Earth to boost the invuln save of nearby Legion demon units, which is nice. And the other power he's going to go with today is Sacrifice, so I can feed models, friendly or enemy, within 2 inches of him to my demon engines to heal them. Basically, within 2 inches of him, a model can be inflicted a mortal wound on him and then fed to a demon engine to heal it D3 wounds, which is pretty sweet. So I'm going to give that a go. And we'll get a Greater Possessed over here as well, with the regular Possessed. Because those guys, buffed with the Greater Possessed and buffed by the Demon Prince with Master of the Union, and with Hateful Assault, and with the new stratagem the Word Bearers get for Possessed, I think the Possessed could actually be quite good as well. And they'll be buffed by the Master of Possession too, hopefully as well. So yeah, that's the plan. Lots and lots of buffing, lots and lots of synergy, lots and lots of demonic nonsense, as the word bearers tend to do. Oh, and yeah, the obliterators will be benefiting from a bit of that too, which is nice. So there you go. That's the plan. I'll have 12 command points left after spending those 2 on the extra relic and the Dark Council stratagem for my priest there. That's the general gist. Let's go look at the sisters. And here are the Sisters of Battle, the Order of the Azurine Heart, right?
Correct.
That's the Order Minoris that they're called officially, although you're using the rules for...
So yeah, they are using the rules for the Order of the Sacred Heart, I believe.
Was it Sacred Rose?
Sacred Rose?
Sacred Rose, yeah.
Sacred Heart's the hospital from Scrubs.
Yeah. We've had this codex in our hands for not very long at all, folks. You'll have to forgive us if we get
I know
wrong.
Sisters Law.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the things that gives you is there's 3 little things. You get you can never suffer more than one morale, more than one casualty from morale, which is nice, which is why I've gone for slightly bigger squads. You always overwatch on 5s, which is also nice, especially when there's lots of melee things running at you. And the main big one is whenever you use one of the new Acts of Faith, you roll dice on a 5-up, you get another miracle dice back for it, which is cool. Miracle dice.
Yeah, we'll explain...
This isn't a codex review.
Yeah.
This is just a battle report.
We'll explain miracle dice and Acts of Faith as we get to them, I think. It's probably
That's
the best.
fair. Cool.
So, anyway.
So, yeah. We've got a battalion, we've got a spearhead, and we've got an outrider, one with all the fast attack.
Ah, good.
Okay, so we'll start with the battalion, shall we? We're led by Saint Celestine herself.
Way is the saint.
She heard there's some nasty word bearers around, some scary demons, so she just turned up, went, right, I'm gonna beat them up.
Very good. I did say off camera earlier that it's like I've got a demon prince leading my army, and you've got totally not a demon prince leading yours. Saints are definitely not warp entities at all. No, that would be heresy.
No, heresy. No, but she's got a fixed warlord trait, which is Beacon of Faith.
Yeah, I think Beacon of Faith.
It gives you an extra miracle dice at the start of every turn when she's still on the table, which is nice. And then alongside her there is a Countess, who currently doesn't have a name.
Very good.
She has the Blessed Blade and a bolt pistol, and she has the relic.
Just checking what it's called.
Iron Surplice of Saint Astela.
Very good.
I totally said that all right. That gives her a 2-up armor save, and it means she cannot be wounded on rolls of 1, 2, or 3.
That's pretty nice.
Which is really good for a toughness 3 character.
It's very, very good for a toughness 3 character, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
elsewhere in the battalion, we've got a unit of 9 Celestians, which will be hanging out with the Countess.
They're your elite battle sisters,
They are
basically.
battle sisters, but a bit better, but not troops.
They're sort of like Space Marine veterans, isn't they?
Yeah,
They get like one extra attack. And
they get an extra attack. They got. I think their weapon skill is 3-up rather than 4-up.
Yep.
And they can re-roll all hits instead of just ones when they're within range of a Countess.
Yep.
And they can tank wounds for her if they need to. Like a shield drone or something, or like a bodyguard unit.
Yeah.
In fact, they're all is called bodyguards. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's 9 of them, so that they can all fit in a rhino, and there's 2 flamers, and the superior has a combi flamer and a power sword.
Awesome.
And there is a banner on a stick.
Hey.
These let you use an extra miracle dice on that unit.
Yeah,
above the ones you're allowed to use like once per phase or whatever.
Yeah, normally you can do 1 act of faith per phase. These allow you to do an extra one on that unit if it's got
which is quite nice.
A holy stick.
So elsewhere we've got 3 10 sister squads. One of them, the one in the middle here, is all bolters and storm bolters.
Lovely.
And then these 2 have both got a mix of melter, flamer, and bolt gun for the Holy Trinity.
Yes.
They've also got plasma pistols on the superiors and sticks.
And holy sticks, yes.
Yep. What else? There's 3 rhinos that might as well be there in that battalion.
Yep.
Which is cool
for transporting sisters.
So the outrider.
Yes.
let's say arbitrarily is led by this missionary here,
Okay.
who currently doesn't have a name, but he's totally not Uriah Jacobus.
He does have Legends rules. He's not in the Codex, as many people notice, but he does have Legends rules now, along with Archconfessor Kirinov.
Fair enough.
He's back. He has rules in
Cool.
Warhammer Legends, which is pretty sweet. So Space Pope's back, everybody.
Nice. Well, for today, he's just a missionary with a chainsword and a bolt pistol.
Very good.
And he's got a couple of Crusaders with him. These are nice little third-party model conversions.
They're really cool. I like them.
Again, as previously mentioned, this is all of my wife's stuff. I didn't do any of this, so I can totally say it's awesome.
Yes. You're not blowing your own trumpet there at
it's
all,
cool.
really.
So then we've got 2 nice Death Cult Assassins and 5 Arco Flagellants.
Yeah.
All of these 3 don't use up a slot in the Force Org chart because he's in it, which is weird, but whatever.
They're part of an ecclesiarchy battle conclave
Yes.
or something like that.
So that's that. And then elsewhere in that detachment, we've got a squad of Dominions with 4 Flamers, and this counts as a combi Flamer on the Superior, which has got a little dragon.
Yeah, a little cyber dragon thingy.
Little Breathe Fire Dragon. And then we've got 2 units of Seraphim.
Yes.
One of them's got double Flamer, well, double Hand Flamer, and a Plasma Pistol and a Chainsword.
Very good.
And the other one has Plasma Pistol, Power Sword, and double Inferno Pistols.
Very good. They have a useful stratagem that allows
Yes!
them to do some nasty stuff with those when they
Yes,
drop
indeed.
in, so
And I guess also in that detachment we've got the Immolator,
very good.
which has the Immolation Flamers because they're cool.
Yep.
And
You can put melters on it,
It's
can't you?
called Inflammo.
Inflammo.
Yeah.
There we go.
Also, technically, it has a heavy bolter because the new model has one,
Oh yeah.
but it doesn't. So basically, every time it fires, a battle sister with a heavy bolter comes out of the top hatch
I like that.
and also fires.
That works for me.
It's legit. Incidentally, that's the same as over in my heavy support. The Exorcist also has a heavy bolter, so I guess somehow fits out of this hatch. Whatever.
That is ye old non-pipe
Yes.
organ
This
Exorcist,
is pre-pipe organ Exorcist from
Yeah.
Forge World.
very old school.
Old school, yes.
And then Penitent
But still
Engines.
good. 3 Penitent Engines, 1 unit.
Very nice.
They're quite choppy. They're a fair bit cheaper and not quite as tough as they used to be.
I think
but
I mentioned
I think-
it earlier, but I think the new ones are actually physically smaller.
They might be.
There's one in the army set. Which
I'll
I've
tell
got.
you this 100% sure they are physically lighter.
Yeah, these things are metal, so. But yeah, no, it's. I think the new ones are on 50mm bases, so it's like one base size smaller than these ones. So
Oh, well.
they're actually physically more miniature than these things, which is
Oh, well.
probably why their stats have gone down.
I guess so.
It's an odd decision though, really, but whatever.
But in any case, it means they're cheaper, so it doesn't matter so much when they all get killed before they get in combat.
yes,
Like last time.
like last time.
So filling out the heavy support, we've got a squad of Retributors. In this case, we've got 4 multi-melters in that squad, so that's heavy duty armour removal.
Mm-hmm.
And they are led by another Canoness, the returning Canoness Talyra Stone.
I remember
Who
her from
in the
last time.
previous battle was a bit of a badass, but did eventually got beat down by some Chaos dudes.
Yes.
So in this game, she's returned and she's taking a more backfield role to coordinate things. So I'm spending 2 of my I would have had 10 command points.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm spending 2, going back down to 8 on her immediately to make her a heroine in the making and to open the reliquaries. So she's got a warlord trait and a relic, which is nice.
Very nice.
Her warlord trait is Indomitable Belief, which improves the Shield of Faith, invulnerable save for everyone within 6 inches of her.
Yes.
And her relic is the Book of St. Lucius, which increases all her aura ranges by 3 inches.
Very good.
So she's got an aura range of a +1 invulnerable save and a reroll 1s for everything to hit.
Lovely.
There's a 9-inch bubble now, so hopefully she can stay in the back. Also, this isn't an eviscerator. We're going all codex for this game. This is just a chainsword.
Very good.
So she's got chainsword, bolt pistol, which means she can also be upgraded to have the brazier of holy fire, which will be on her backpack, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is a very different to what it ever was in before. It used to be like a one-shot flamer
Yeah.
back in the old days. but now it's a one-shot do mortal wounds to stuff near you, and it does. It's a 2-up to do D3 mortal wounds, or D6 mortal wounds to a demon unit.
Yeah.
Of which there are a fair few. I think it also reduces the leadership of demon units within 6 inches.
Yeah.
That's probably not going to
It
happen.
has lots of nice anti-demon stuff, which is appropriate because I've got lots of demon stuff.
Yes.
So
That's most of this. It's also worth noting that I have picked a sacred rite, because sisters get a sacred rite you have to pick at the start of the game, or you can roll twice and take both results, which is cool. I was thinking of that, but I thought that'd be hard to remember, so I just picked one that I'd definitely use.
fair enough.
And we've gone for divine guidance, which means every time I'm shooting at stuff, if I roll a 6 to wound, it's AP -1.
Yep. So it's like the old Storm of Fire Warlock shape for Space
but for
Marines.
my entire army.
Pretty nice.
And if you've been living under a rock and you don't know what this is yet, this is like the combat tactics equivalent for sisters. You only get this if your entire army is
Yes, exactly. If your entire army is Sisters Battle,
/ Adeptus Ministorum.
yes, you
Which is
get
your
access
priestly
to
stuff.
those. Which is interesting, because one of the things I was kind of planning to do with my Sisters Battle was, at first at least, before I get the army up to full strength, was to run them alongside my Knights. Because I don't use the Knights very often. But I thought it'd be quite nice to run them alongside the Sisters, because they're even painted with a slightly similar paint scheme. And then I realised, I can't have sacred rights if I do that. So, but it might be worth it though. I don't know. We'll see.
It's still cool.
But yes, there you go. Unfortunately, Chaos don't get anything like that. But we have other stuff to for it, so it's fine. All right. So those are the armies. Let's get these things deployed, and then we'll give you a quick rundown of the mission itself, which is not very complicated. Trust us on that. But anyway, we'll see you in just a moment. All right, ladies and gents, we are deployed for this 100-ish power level game of 40k, and as you can see here, the word bearers and the sisters are facing off across the ruins of this chapel, which we aim to capture for the dark gods, and you wish to capture for the glory of the emperor.
Huzzah!
Indeed. So for my part, at my end, as you can see, the word bearers have concentrated everything around a big bubble in the middle. My army is very buffy aura based. Very much based around the demon keyword, really, which is nice, because that's how word bearers kind of should be, or exploiting the demony stuff. But as you can see, I've got the Disco Lord, I've got the Decimator, Stompy, Demon Prince, Master of Possession. Everybody's clustered in around the middle here to make the most of this aura thing I've got going on, and we've also got the Obliterators up here on that top floor of that building there. And the Possessed on the flank as well, trying to move in to the ruins towards the enemy, as well as a little squad of Chaos Marines over on that side, another squad behind this barricade, another squad behind this wall, another squad over here on the right flank in a crater. Basically all my Chaos Marines trying to hug cover as much as possible, because we might have AP -1 bolter shots coming at us from all over the place very soon. So and cultists basically at the back here, they serve two purposes. One is deep strike denial a little bit from any marauding seraphim that might be dropping in, and the other purpose is basically so I can get them nice and close in there if I need to, so that the Master of Possession can start feeding them to the demon engines. So that's why they're here. That's their purpose.
Delicious.
Including, and they're a bit out of formation here, but including this little gentleman here. I was missing a cultist, so I got this guy off the shelf. I don't know whose cultist this is. I think it might be either Alfarius's or Chewy's. But he's serving with great loyalty and panache here with the word bearers today. I don't know. Somebody left this behind after coming here to play a game, and I don't know whose it is. If this is your cultist, please send me a message and come and claim him, because I don't know whose it is. He just got left behind here one day. Over here, the sisters have deployed, as you can see. Again, more aura buffing.
Penetrant
basically.
engine screen. That's they go forward. That's what they're for.
There's going to be a class of penetrant engines versus
charge up
demon
and die.
engines.
We have a bit of a bubble with the 3 10-man sister squads, woman sister squads, and then we've got the Countess with the 9-inch radius.
Yep.
And Saint Celestine, who also has a +1 invulnerable save on your Shield of Faith bubble. They're all within 6. So these 3 squads have got a 4-up invulnerable save at the moment, which is cool.
Does that stack then?
Yes.
Oh,
We've
wow.
up to a maximum of 4-up. Then we've got a bunch of rhinos and stuff on this side. This rhino has the retributors in it.
Hold on, are you sure? Because, like, I don't want to boo that guy, but I'm not sure if two characters can have the same warlord trait in
It's
an
not.
army.
It's
not?
That's not the warlord trait. It's a separate rule that she's got.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Yeah. I've never used Celestine before, so I didn't remember that off the top of my head. But yeah,
she
you're
has
right.
a rule that's very similar to her warlord trait, but not exactly the same.
There you go. There you go. I learned something today, everybody.
She has the extra miracle dice warlord trait,
Lovely
which is
jubbly.
what we'll be doing later.
Yes.
So yeah, that's the rhino with the retributors in, with all the multimelters. That's the immolator. It's got the dominions with the flamers in it.
Mm-hmm.
This rhino back here is the one that has the priest stuff, battle conclave, ecclesiarchy stuff in it.
Very good.
All the Flagellants and crusaders and all that.
All the mad ministerial
The mad
stuff.
crazy shit is in there.
Very good.
Then we've got exorcist here. I'm assuming this counts as in the ruin.
Oh,
so
yeah.
if someone shoots through, I'll actually get a cover save on it.
For sure, yeah.
Crazy. Cover saves on vehicles. And then this one out on the flank has the Celestians and the other Canoness in.
Very good.
So we've got quite a hard push around that flank.
Yeah.
And then we've got the two Seraphim squads flapping away somewhere.
They're flying around somewhere up in the atmosphere. Yeah, my right flank is not amazingly well defended, actually. I've been
Good.
I've been outplayed there already, I think, slightly. But anyway, okay. So the objective for this mission is incredibly simple. Capture
It's this.
the church. Yes, this. Basically, end of the game, we'll do random game length
Yep.
like you usually would. So we'll start rolling on turn 5 onwards to see if the game ends. Basically, whoever's got the most models in the church on these bases, basically for the ruins, will win. We'll capture the church and we'll win the day. That's it. That is as simple as it gets.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Now, admittedly, the church is a bit off-centre. It's more towards my end, so I have a small advantage in that department, I suppose. But we actually came up with the mission rules after I set up the table.
Yeah.
And then I looked at it and I thought, oh, it's a bit off-centre, and then realised, but if I try and move it, I'm going to wreck everything.
I
so
can move from here to here in 5 turns.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
and I'm pretty sure your entire army wants to go from here to here.
Yes. Yeah, so I thought I'd point that out for the benefit of the people who might be in the comments be going, oh, he's cheating, he shut it up so that he has more points. So, yeah, I do have a slight advantage there, but it wasn't intentional, promise.
One day I'll play on that side of the board.
Yeah,
That'll really mess you up.
I know. There's the reason I'm always at this end of the table is because there's so much mess down here. There's like boxes and books and things everywhere, so... Like, if anyone else ends up going on this side of the table and I film at that end, the stuff just gets knocked over constantly and there's no room for you to put your army boxes and things. Anyway, we should probably actually play the game, shouldn't we? Might be a good idea. Alright, we should probably roll off, right?
Yeah.
We should probably roll off. I need a dice. I've got a dice. It's not one of the chaos dice. Never mind. Okay, I think we'll just do a simple roll off. Who wins?
Yeah, I think so.
Goes first. 6.
Oh,
For the Dark Gods! Do you want to try and seize?
I mean, sure.
Seizing is fun.
No.
No, alright. I actually got first check. That doesn't happen very often. At least I think that's the case. I should go back one of these days and check my record to see if I really do go second constantly, because it feels like it. But anyway, Word Bearers turn 1, coming up next as we go charging into this ruined chapel to recover our lost, ancient, evil relic-y artifacty thing that's buried underneath this place.
Nice.
So start the battle round. The sisters do a thing.
Yeah.
I actually do a thing too in a second, but this first. You get a miracle dice. So what
Yes.
happens is you roll the dice.
Which
in
I
this
did.
case, you roll the 6
Ta-da!
off camera before
Miracle
I can get a
blue
chance
dice for the
to.
Blue Army, incidentally.
There you go. Nice. I didn't get a chance to switch on the camera before you rolled it, but anyway.
It was
roll
really
6.
epic. It span around for ages. It was cool.
And
Just trust me, guys.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
basically, you now put that to one side,
Yep.
and at any point, you can basically substitute a dice roll
For that.
for that
There's
6.
a list of them. It's like to hit, to wound, damage, saving throw, advance.
Yeah.
Probably some other stuff that I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah.
And you can use one per phase, and you generate them one at the start of the game, or one at the start of each battle round. I'll generate one at the start of every of my turns when Celestine's alive.
Yep.
And you also get them one per phase if you do a list of things that is like kill an enemy unit, have one of your characters die, roll a 1 on a morale check, or deny a psychic power. I think.
I'm glad you remembered it because I couldn't.
I've been reading that page over and over again.
Very good.
That's the one thing I'm thinking I'll probably forget.
So that's the quick rundown on Act of Faith. So you've done that, and now I believe it's my turn to do my Dark God priestly nonsense because Corvaric back down here, he's going to start chanting some prayers at the start of the battle round. With his brothers Gribbly nearby, who actually should be next to each other, so they're in coherency. Whoops. They just looked cool when they were stood next to each other.
JJ.
He'll get to do this on a 2+, and we can do 2 prayers, because he's of the Dark Council. So his first one's going to be Benediction of Darkness. So I'm -1 to hit with shooting, and I think I'm going to put it on...
I don't know why you're thinking.
I have choices. I have quite a few units that you might want to kill first.
It's fair.
I think I'll put it on the Obliterators for now.
This makes sense.
I believe they're close enough to him. I don't know, actually. It's got to be within 6 inches. Let me check. I've measured it and he's okay. Normally he's the Warlord and has the Voice of Lorgar Warlord trait, which gives him a +3 inches bonus to that bubble, but not today, so I need to be a bit more careful with my measuring. But yeah, on a 2+, -1 to hit on the Obliterators.
Figures.
Very good. Never mind then, I'm not going to waste a command point on that. No, not this early.
I guess I'm shooting the Obliterators first turn then.
And for his second trick, I don't know if I'm allowed to chant the same one again.
Don't think so.
I don't think I can. I would assume not. So for his second one, he will... you got to think ahead with this bit, haven't you? I think I'll go for the reroll hits in close combat bubble type one. So, yeah. Okay, so that works. So everything within 6 of him can reroll hits in close combat. Probably not going to be relevant, to be fair, but we'll see. It's more relevant than Omen of Potency would be right now.
Well, that's the full turn, right? So
it lasts for the battle round.
You go forward, I charge you, you get rerolls against me.
I suppose so. Well, anyway. Right. That's the prayers and stuff done. Let's go do the movement. And the movement phase is concluded. Demon engines charge straight up through the centre of this chapel, knocking aside pillars and walls and causing the ground to shake as they pass. It's headed straight for these Sisters of Battle. These brave defenders of the Imperium at the other side here. And following them are the possessed up into the ruins and the various characters. And the cultists as well have moved up a little bit. Most of the Chaos Marines remaining still in the cover they've got, so the heavy weapons hit a bit better, and so that they, get that cover bonus, which is important. This squad, though, they've moved up to that barricade, so they have moved. Worth noting. The Obliterators have stayed where they are, up there. And that's about all there is to say, except for we did forget a couple of things earlier, actually. Marks of Chaos. The Obliterators are Slanesh, because obviously. The Possessed are Khorne. And for your part, your Exorcist, we should clarify, it's got the big Exorcist missiles and not the...
There is now an option to take a conflagration missile option.
Yes.
That is an anti-infantry version. It isn't that. It is the standard one.
You've got the standard anti-tank missiles. Yeah.
Which is now 3d3 shots rather than d6.
Which is way better.
Which is way better.
Huge improvement. I do like that. And it still doesn't need line of sight to shoot stuff.
It's always needed line of sight.
Oh, has it?
I think.
I didn't think it did. I thought it was like a basilisk.
No,
anyway.
no, it's just a straight line missile shooty thing.
Fair enough.
Technical terms there.
Yeah, straight line missile shooty thingy. Very good. Well, this brings us into the psychic phase. And I'm out of range for smiting, which is what I possibly would have done actually, but nevertheless, we'll carry on anyway. First power is going to be the Demon Prince, I think, casting Delightful Agonies on himself, needing a 6. He gets it with a 5, 6, 7. I don't believe you're in... he might be in denial range. Isn't it 24 inches for denial range?
But I've only got 1 dice to do it, so I can't deny anything that's...
Yeah.
Unless you roll a 5.
You didn't take the Sacred Rite, which gives you a bonus to denials, did you?
This is correct.
So, right, that's okay, that goes off. So he's got a He's got a 5+ feel no pain now, the Demon Prince. Now we'll go for the Master of Possession, casting Infernal Power, which requires a 7. That's a 5, 6. So, 2 options here. One, I can use my new Wordbearer stratagem to take a mortal wound and make this automatically pass. Or, I could spend 1 command point to re-roll this. I think I'm going to just spend 1 command point to re-roll this since I rolled a 5 on the other one. Aha, I should have... No! Oh, that's not good. Okay.
That's funny.
11 command points left. I really needed that to go
But
off
hey,
as well.
you didn't take a mortal wound.
That was bloody important. Okay,
So,
never mind.
I bet you don't feel so stupid now, right?
Okay, Sorcerer next. He's got Prescience, which he's going to cast on the Obliterators? I think on the Obliterators, yep. Yeah, that does go off. That's a 4, 5, 6, 7. Lovely. And his other power, Diabolic Strength. I think I'm going to cast that on... What am I allowed to cast that on? Let me check. I can cast it on any Heretic Astartes model, so I'm going to put it on the Disco Lord, because there's already a strength bonus being given out to Stompy via this Great Possessed over here, so I'm going to put it on the Disco Lord. Needing a 6. That goes off on an 8. So he's got +2 strength and +1 attack, the Disco Lord now. And that's all of my psychic powers I've done at this point. The other power that the Master of Possession has is Sacrifice, which is pointless right now because nothing's taken any damage yet. Although probably bloody will soon. Now I failed to cast that invuln boost, but anyway, we'll see. So, yes, into the shooting phase now. I do have some guns. I will have to choose quite carefully. Although the Obliterators, I think, are going to go first, and the only thing they can shoot is those penitent engines. So
Okay, well,
that's an easy one to
I mean, they
figure
can probably
out.
shoot these Battle Sisters.
Probably, but yeah, I'm going to shoot the penitent engines.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, let's roll for the flesh metal guns. First is 6 plus D3 for the strength. So strength 9, yay. AP, D3, AP 1.
Oh, good.
And damage, 1.
So, how about shooting them sisters then?
So now that I've rolled that, I can choose my target, and I think I'm still going to shoot the penitent engines.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm going to need the 12 shots in total. I think they've got 6 each. haven't they?
Yes.
So yeah, 12 dice. All right, not a very good roll, but hitting on 2s thanks to Prescience, which does help at least. And re-rolling 1s because my Demon Prince, yeah. Very good, everything hits. Now wounding on 3s. Come here, dice. Come on. There we go. That was pretty dreadful. Yeah, that was pretty dreadful.
Excellent.
1, 2, 3,
The Emperor
4.
protects.
Yeah, apparently so. 5. The rest were 2s and 1s.
5?
Only 5 wounds.
Only
yeah.
5? I was just getting out loads of dice because I was thinking, it's going to be 10 or something.
No, it's just 5 wounds at -1.
Alright, fine, okay. So they've got a 4-up save standard, so 5 up. They don't have the Shield of Faith save, so they don't get buffed by the aura stuff.
Right, cool.
So we're just 5 ups here. Okay, so I passed 3.
And then they have a feel no pain.
Then they have a 5-up feel no pain. Okay, so 2 wounds go through.
Didn't even kill one of them.
No, you didn't.
Man, Obliterators. What are you... What... I had to drop, in total, 15 Chaos Marines from this list in order to take those 2 Obliterators. I'm not sure it was worth it now. Oh dear, alright. Let's shoot something else. I think I'll start with these guys with their las cannon over here. And they're not really in range with any of their bolt guns and stuff, but I think they're going to fire with their las cannon at... Yeah, I'm going to shoot the Immolator, I think? Yeah. So 1 shot, this will hit on a 3, which does hit.
Yep.
And it'll wound on a 3, which does wound.
Okay.
AP -3.
6-up save then. Yeah. No.
D6 damage. 1.
Ah, perfect.
I'm not going to command point it. The temptation is strong, but I'm not going to do it. Okay. Next up, this Lord Discordant is eyeing up the penitent engines as well. The obliterators failed to put much of a dent in them. I think the Lord Discordant reckons he can do a better job. He's got a Bale Flamer, which has an amazing 18-inch range, and it's D6 shots that automatically hit, and it's strength 6, AP minus 2, damage 2, I think. So
Sounds right.
D6 auto hits for 5.
Uh-oh.
Lovely. 3 to wound. Again, that's quite poor. But 2 wounds at minus 2.
Do you get any bonuses for being a demon within range of someone?
Unfortunately, no. If I'd taken Infernal Power on my Master of Possession, he could have rerolled 1 for a wound.
Oh,
But
well.
I didn't. I thought it'd be fun to take Sacrifice instead, which was a mistake, apparently.
Cool. So minus 2, you say?
Yes, minus 2.
So 6 is save. Save 1.
Yeah.
And it's 2 damage.
Yep.
5 up to ignore. Ignore 1. That's just 1 wound. Okay.
Still
2 on
haven't
that.
managed to bring down a penitent engine. This is infuriating. Next up is going to be the Decimator with its Soul Burner Petard, which is 2d3 shots for 5 shots again.
Nice.
Now, I believe this would hit on 3s normally, but
Yep.
it'll hit on 2s because of
The Lord
the
Discordant.
Lord Discordant, yes.
And you'll be rerolling once because the demon print's there.
Indeed you do. So,
But
actually, I don't know if the Demon Prince is close enough, to be fair.
Probably. If you get 1, you'll do a mortal wound to yourself as well.
Yes, that's true. So no ones,
No ones.
and everything hits.
Yep.
And each hit
Is a mortal wound.
is a mortal wound, so that's 5 mortal
Let's
wounds.
see if I can ignore all of them with my 5 up. Ignore. Yes.
Okay, this Emperor guy,
The Emperor protects!
the Emperor's a git is what he is. Okay, fine. This is... Chaos gods, have I not been devout? Is this how you repay me? I despair. Alright, I'm running out of ideas here. Right, I think I've got a couple more Chaos Sprint squads with some long range weapons here. So let's give those a go as well. Okay, first up, this squad, again, bolters are all out of range, but this squad's going to fire its last cannon at the penitent engines. Hitting on a 3, it hits. Wounding on a 3, it wounds.
I don't get a save against that. It's minus 3, isn't it?
Very good, d6 damage for 5.
Let's do it again.
No, okay, so I've killed 1 penitent engine
Right,
finally.
1's down to... No, wait, yeah.
How much
Just doesn't carry
firepower?
over, so just 1.
How much firepower did that thing soak up, man? That's crazy.
A lot
Alright,
for the Emperor. He did
One-
his job.
yeah.
I'm just going to see if it explodes.
Oh, did they? Ooh, that's interesting. I didn't even think of that.
That could be a problem.
They don't explode, I'm very disappointed.
I'm not.
But it's gone anyway. Right, next up, this squad's missile launcher, firing at the penitent engines again. Hitting on a 3+, misses. Then this squad, firing its missile launcher at the penitent engines as well, and this will hit on a 4+ because they moved. It does hit, and wounds on a 3. It fails to wound. Very good.
Cool.
Yeah, okay. Well,
That's what they call a whiffer.
yeah, we were firing duds in that shooting phase, like you wouldn't believe. Must be the presence of the saint, I suppose. She's just stopping it all with a wall of holy force or something. I am amazed and slightly embarrassed. Very good, but that's pretty much the end of my turn because I can't charge, and there's no morale. Well, I don't know. Penitent engines do morale?
That's a good question. They probably do. I don't know if they can fail with 1 dead.
That would surprise me really, but
I'll tell you what, I'll roll the dice and then we'll look if it's high.
4.
I wouldn't have thought that leadership 5. So.
We'll check it off camera, but if nothing changes, you can rest assured, folks, at home, that it wasn't enough.
So if that's the end of the turn, shall I roll for my miracle dice that Celestine generates?
Yeah, go for it.
For
Why not?
existing. 3.
Okay, so that's another miracle dice in the pot.
It's nice, isn't it?
And now we'll go on to your movement. Right, belay that order. Belay that order. I've just remembered I can endless cacophony with the obliterators, and I believe we think we've not got time to look it up, but we think it's been FAQ'd so that you do roll the flash metal guns again if you endless cacophony them. You don't keep the same dice roll if you endless cacophony them. We think so. Right, with the flash metal guns again, shooting. Well, I can choose after I roll, but I'm going to be shooting the penitent engines. So, strength 6 plus d3, 8, AP minus 3. Damage. That's the important one. 3. Here we go.
This is a problem.
Now we're cooking on gas. So far, this turn has been quite awful. I did get to go first, but I failed my most important psychic test. I failed one of my prayers on a 2+, and my shooting was terrible. So maybe, here at the end, we're going to turn it around a little bit. So, these will hit on 2s, re-rolling 1s, thanks to the old Demon Prince. Right, so 12 hits.
Oh dear.
Winning on 3s. Okay, much better this time. So you don't get a save.
Nope.
Because it's minus 3. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 30 5-up feel no pains for you, sir.
30?
Yes,
Okay.
3 damage a pop, so. Alright folks, the sisters have made their move. Transports charging up down this flank
All
of the
3 of these have
battlefield here.
advanced.
All of them have
Yeah,
advanced.
I'm going to
Yeah.
pop smoke on the 2 rhinos.
Lovely.
But this is an assault weapon, so that will be firing.
So this Chaos Marine squad hunkering down in their crater,
They could be in trouble.
bracing themselves for the armoured onslaught that's headed their way. That's what they've prepared for. That's why they brought the las cannon. Possibly wondering to themselves, though, are we slightly outgunned? But anyway, none of them have gotten out yet, though. The cargo of troops is still inside those transports.
Speaking of getting out, though, this rhino was over here. The retributors have gotten out into this nice bunkered defensible position here.
Very good.
Rhino's advanced over here just to do something later, maybe. Who knows?
Yes.
Exorcist is here, hasn't moved. Has a line of sight through the windows at these demon engines.
Exorcist
Which
still
is
lurking
nice.
in there. Very good.
And the sisters have kind of shuffled forward slightly, all in bubble range, to try and do some firepower. So I'm hoping massed bolt guns will take down this, and then the Exorcist / Retributors will take down what's his face, Disco Lord.
Yes.
But we'll see how it goes.
Okay. Yeah, so it's worth pointing out you've chosen not to bring the Seraphim in.
That's correct. It is narrative, so I could bring them in turn 1, but I figure I'll rather keep them in my pocket for when it gets serious. Plus, putting them right in your face turn 1 means your bolt marines have all got something to shoot next turn,
Yes.
and they're only toughness 3 units of 5, so
Yeah.
they're not going to last long.
Right, fair enough. Okay then, so... Yeah, you don't have a psychic phase.
No.
So that goes straight
Heresy.
into the shooting.
Shooting phase. Cool. Right, let's start with this unit here.
Very good.
All of them are are all just about within 12 inches of this decimator.
Yes.
However, they're shooting through this, and you are in a ruin, so
Yeah.
technically you have a cover save.
Technically,
Which
indeed,
is
I
nice.
do. Just like the Exorcist over there has a current cover save
Yeah,
behind
it's
that wall there.
both in a building and 50%.
It's not often that vehicles get cover saved in 40k, but today they do.
Can
So-
happen.
Right. The sisters open fire with their bolt guns first, rinsing this demon engine monstrosity with mass reactive shells, and they've successfully wounded me 3 times. 2 were 6s, so they're minus 1 AP. One was a regular one.
Divine guidance.
So a regular 2-up save because of the cover is passed,
Yep.
and then 2 3-ups. Both passed.
Okay.
So haven't put a dent in it yet. But
Cool.
next up
Now
is...
we've got the plasma pistol, which I will overcharge.
Very good.
2. Misses, but doesn't kill herself. So
That's always nice, yeah.
And then a melter gun, which hits.
Oh yes.
Strength 8, toughness 7, so 3's the wound.
Indeed.
Yep. It's minus 4 AP.
Right, so I did
So
have
you're on a demon save.
my 5-up demon save, which would have been a 4-up if my Psyker hadn't cocked it up. Be coming for you later.
It's pretty cocked.
That's fairly cocked.
Do it again.
No. So, it's a big fat d6 damage.
Or is it? I'm going to use Miracle Dice.
Oh, Miracle
That's
Dice!
6
Miracle
I rolled
Dice
at
is
the start.
happening!
There you go.
Act
That's
of
6
faith.
damage. Enjoy.
Ouch!
And because of my order, I get to roll a dice on a 5-up. I get a miracle dice for that,
You do.
which I don't.
You don't. So you don't get that miracle dice back.
But it is 6 damage.
6 flat damage. Okay, I'm starting to see how Acts of Faith can be really nasty.
Nah.
That's interesting. Okay, very good. So 2 wounds remaining on this decimator. That was nasty.
Nah.
That was very nasty.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
New model syndrome definitely in effect today, apparently. I think
Yeah.
so. Very good.
Well, so the next target shot is this unit assisted with all bolt guns, and the storm bolters are going to fire at it as well, try and chip off those wounds.
Excellent.
We're out of rapid fire range, and again, you're in the cover, so I'm not hopeful, but we'll see, won't we?
3 successful wounds once again. 1 at -1, 2 regulars this time. So 1 at -1, so 3 up save. Passed, and then 2 2-ups.
So 1.
Did fail one of them. Classic. 1 wound remaining on this decimator. The poor thing doesn't look like it's going to get to smash anything in close combat today.
Hey,
Fair enough.
At least we got to shoot something.
I did blow up all your penitent engines again. So this is only fair. This is karma right here. Okay, so
Next, we're going to try and finish it off with the bolters from this squad.
very good. And the demon engine is drenched in further bolter volleys from this squad over here. 1 successful wound, 1 3-up save. We're not getting cover from this angle, so 3-up, or the thing is toast. It is made for now. But do not underestimate the holy bolter, I think, is the moral of the story right now. So, running out of guns, but desperately wanting to take down this decimator, your retributors are up next.
Yep. They're within 24 inches of all this.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to fire the bolt gun and 2 multi-melters into him, and the other 2 multi-melters into the Disco Lord.
Very good.
They will be hitting on 4s because they move to get out of the Rhino,
Righty-ho then.
but rerolling 1s. So let's just do that bolt gun first. Rerolling 1. Hits because it's not a heavy weapon.
Very good.
That's a wound.
It is a wound.
-1.
It is a wound.
4-up save.
And it's a -1 as well. Yeah. Oh. 4-up save. That's a 2. You've gone and destroyed it.
Well, I've wasted 2 multi-melters, but I'll take it.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Just from a single bolt from a bolt gun. And it goes down. Does it explode? I don't know if these things actually explode, but in case they do, no, it doesn't explode.
Cool.
So the decimator, new model syndrome, fair's fair, is gone. We'll be seeing you again in the near future.
I don't think he quite killed exactly 10% of my army.
No, literally did not live up to his name.
Shame.
Okay, with one of my new models down, you're now squaring up against the other new model, which
Yep.
is the Lord Discordant.
2 multi-melters, Disco Lord.
Right.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
2 hits then.
2 hits.
Strength 8, so a wound on 3s.
Indeed.
That's 2 wounds. It's -4 AP,
Right.
so you've got a demon save.
Invuln territory once again. I make neither of those.
Cool, so 2d6 damage.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's rubbish.
Sigh of release for that. I'm so excited at that result, I can't even speak.
I think we'll leave that.
What's your other miracle dice right now? Is it?
It's a 3.
It's a 3.
But you
Yeah.
have to choose before you put the thing.
Oh, you do, don't you? Right, okay.
I was thinking of command point rerolling the 1, but I think I'll save it for cool sister stratagems. And I'm going to shoot the Exorcist at it anyway, so hopefully that'll kill it.
Rightio. Well, 3 damage down on the Lord Discordant anyway. Next up is the Exorcist, yes? Hiding in those ruins over there. Firing at...
Discordant Lord.
Right.
And we are spending a command point on Devastating Refrain.
Yes, using stratagem.
Which lets me re-roll any of the dice for the numbers of shots I get, I believe.
Very good.
That's what
with
that
the
says,
missiles,
right?
yeah. 3d3, and you can re-roll any of these that you don't fancy.
Well, I'll re-roll that one, won't I?
Yeah, re-roll that one into a 1.
Well, that was a useless command point. Never mind. Still, that's 7 shots, so
Not bad.
can't really complain, can we?
7 shots with some pretty nasty missiles.
Yep. So hitting on 3s.
Very good.
Okay. It's strength 8.
So winning on 3s.
Ooh, only 2.
Oof.
That's pretty bad. It's minus quite a lot, but
Is it?
you've got your invulnerable save, so
Very good. 5 up, then demon saves. Go! Didn't make them either of them again.
So it's 2d6 damage again.
Oh dear.
Well, you got 9.
I've got 9 wounds left, Joe.
Okay, let's see what we get. Well, I think at this stage I am going to spend a command point on rerolling that 1.
Bother.
Because if we can get rid of the new toy,
Oh,
12 wounds.
Absolute git. Alright, fine. I don't know if Disco Lords explode either, just in case. Oh no, roll 6.
Let's find out.
Lord Discordants do not in fact explode, which is good news at least.
Bye bye, Disco Lord.
But yes, he's now gone. Right, so now you've removed my new models.
Yep. This new model syndrome, it's a thing.
Indeed.
Best to get it done with get it over with quick as possible. Rip the band-aid off. Now they can be successful in future games.
Yes. Well, I'm down to 1 demon engine, but it's the best demon engine, really. It's Stompy. We know him, we love him. And I have high hopes for Stompy, actually, hopefully, because he's got some buffs and things these days that actually make him quite mean. So, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed he'll carry us, maybe.
He's got some sisters to beat up in a minute.
He does, yes. Alright, that leaves your Immolator.
Just the Immolator, and we are going to flame on against this unit here.
Fill that crater with burning promethium.
Yep.
Have a Chaos Marine barbecue.
Let's get rid of that last cannon.
Yep.
Okay, it's 2d6 shots. 10.
10 auto hits. And now wounded on
3s, it's strength 5.
Very good.
Oh, that wasn't very good. So we've got 3 at -1 and 2 at -2 because the divine guidance.
Oh, okay, right. So,
but you are in a crater. So
3 at -1, so 3 at 3+.
Yep. Oh, I like that.
Class, and then the 2 at 4+.
Okay, well, say that was wrong, but sure. You passed the hard ones and failed.
Yeah, the gods of dice averages there didn't know what they were doing.
I'll take it.
So I'll remove the 3 regular bolt gun marines, and that will leave the las cannon and the champion with the combi plasma still alive. Alright, well you destroyed at least 1 unit this turn, which
Correct.
means you get a miracle dice.
See what we get. 4.
It's a 4. Alright.
Take that.
That goes into the miracle pot.
So I've currently got a 3 and a 4.
And that's the end of the turn. These guys do have a morale test, I think, technically. Let's see what we get. 5, 6, 7, 8. They're still fine with the champion.
Yep.
And that's it.
that.
That's that. So, sisters made their mark, shall we say?
Good first turn. I'll take that.
I think you did much better than I did in my first turn.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
That's a fair
That
statement.
Melter Miracle dice was brutal. Oh. Well, anyway. Wordbearers, turn 2. Coming up next to see if we can punch these loyalist scum back and actually try and make up for that slightly devastating loss we just took there. Alright, folks. I had to do quite a bit of thinking in that movement phase, but it's done. And this following has happened. This Chaos Marine squad that was over here has moved and advanced up into these ruins with their missile launcher, which won't be firing this turn, but it's moving to position better for the future. Stompy has stomped through the middle of the destroyed chapel straight towards these battle sisters.
Gulp.
He's going to turn you into jam. That's the idea anyway.
I call that jam on his base.
The Demon Prince has followed him as well, and these cultists have moved and advanced. Big advance roll, 12 inches up into the ruins as well, and the Master of Possession tailing behind them. And my Dark Apostle and Sorcerer, they're both chilling around here in those sandbags because I want to get them moving over here to support this attack on this right flank against all these transports. And as you can see, my Possessed and Greater Possessed have piled out of the ruins, ready to charge something. I don't want to have to charge that Immolator, so the plan is to blow up the Immolator first, and then charge whatever's inside it, or the rhinos. So, and this 2-man squad here of Chaos Marines have stayed put in their crater, and these cultists have moved up as well because they can rattle away with their auto guns at something if needs be. And that's pretty much all there is to say. This Chaos Marine squad has remained still, but the last cannon guy has moved around to get a shot at the Immolator. Now he will have a -1 to hit as a result of that, but nevertheless that had to be done because I really need to shoot that thing dead. And I don't... My obliterators can shoot it, but after last turn, I'm not sure how confident I am that they will actually get the job done. So, you would think so, but just in case, he's insurance. So, and these Chaos Marines here have stayed still as well. So that's the movement summary. Now we're going to go into the psychic phase, which I need to be quite useful this time. Honestly, in this turn, the first thing I'm going to do is try and get Cursed Earth off again, but honestly, this time it doesn't matter so much because most of the stuff that was going to benefit from that is now dead. But we'll give it a go anyway. Cast on a 7. That is a 7. So everything within 6 inches of him currently will get a +1 to their invuln save. So these guys will get a 4. If they're a demon, yeah. And the Demon Prince will. But the Demon Prince is probably going to be charging later, so he'll be moving out of that bubble. But mostly it's to give the Obliterators a +1 to their invuln. And, yeah. Next up... See, I could do Sacrifice, but again, there's nothing that needs healing. You outright destroyed the things that I could have healed. I think he will do a Smite instead. You should be in range for that. He'll be smiting that sister squad there, so... that is a 9. So D3 mortal wounds. 1 dead sister. There we go. I love how that was timed perfectly with you picking her up. Yeah. Bing! Right.
I made the mistake of turning my phone on to check my messages.
That's the sound sisters make when they die. They go bing! Anyway, very good. My second Psyker, which is going to be my sorcerer over here, he's going to cast Prescience on the Obliterators because it would be stupid not to. That's a Perils. I don't want to waste command points on stupid things like this, but I'm going to have to. There we go. Not a Perils, and it does go off. I'm down to 8 command points left.
I am assuming I'm within 24 inches of that guy, which I think I am. Is he dead?
That's my sorcerer here.
Yeah. I am going to use Purity of Faith to try and resist that power.
Oh, okay.
Command point.
Let's have a look at that then. Use this stratagem when an enemy psycho model manifests a psychic power within 24 inches of
I picked the right one.
After the Deny the Witch attempt, roll what d6 or 4 plus the psychic power isn't resisted.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll try and deny it. I didn't. What a surprise.
Yeah.
And now 4 up to...
See, the wording of that one's weird, because like, I'm not casting a power on you. So, how are you resisting it? But okay, fine.
Just says resisted. No?
No, he isn't resisted.
I shan't splurge more CP on that.
Fair enough. Alright, so my Blitz do have a 2+ to hit.
Could be
Now, Diabolic Strength. Who do I want to cast it on? It depends on who's in range, really, I suppose. Stompy is in range, so on a 6, we're going to cast Diabolic Strength on him. That is a 7. Very good. So Stompy now has +2 strength and an extra attack.
Well, this could be bad.
He also has an extra attack because he's a Master of the Union from the Demon Prince. And when he charges, he'll get an extra attack as well. So +3 attacks with +2 strength on Stompy if we can charge in this turn. Which is pretty sweet. Stompy's good now. I can Demon Forge him as well if I want to, so... Alright, very good. And that leaves me with the Demon Prince himself, which will be casting Delightful Agonies on himself. Yes, that goes off on a 7. So he has a 5+, ignore wounds again. Very nice. And that's the end of my psychic phase. Very good, very good. And now into the shooting, where basically my plan is to get rid of that immolator, so that I can charge things over here without getting immolated. The Obliterators slowly turn their bulks over in this direction at the command of the Demon Prince to open fire and blow away this immolator after it toasted one of my squads last turn. The Demon Prince, he sees all, he knows all, and he knows that this thing must be destroyed for the plan to succeed. So, flash metal weapons again. Strength 6 plus D3.
Oh dear.
Strength 9. AP minus 3.
Oh dear.
Damage, really important bit. Damage 2.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. So this will be 12 shots with prescience, hitting on 2s. Not rerolling 1s though, because Demon Prince has moved on. I got a 1. I can live with that, I think.
You think?
So wounded on 3s. Again, pretty nice.
Yeah.
This is -3. So you've got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Nice.
9 6-ups, I believe.
Yes. Well, I would need to pass a lot of these to save the immolator. I passed 2, questionably 3, but in any case, that's 10, 12 wounds. It's dead.
It is dead. Does it go kaboom?
Let's find out. No.
No, it doesn't. Right. Time to disembark the guys inside. Girls inside. The sisters pile out of the smoking wreckage of that immolator, luckily not torched in the explosion themselves, except for one of them, and who unfortunately didn't make it out alive. You've lain down there just to remember for morale purposes. They get out like that, which makes... gives my possessed a challenging charge, shall we say.
It would be a 7-inch charge.
That's not necessarily easy to do. And that squad in there, what would they be?
The Dominions.
Dominions, that's what they're called. They do have flamers.
Yeah.
So I am still going to be getting auto hit if I do charge them, which is interesting. So,
they're just about within 8 inches.
but hey,
They should be anyway.
yep. So okie doke. Yes, if it's a 7-inch charge, then yeah, they should be right. Part 1 of the plan worked. I genuinely wasn't sure if the obliterators would carry the day there after the first turn, but no, they're okay. Which frees up my other stuff to do other things, like this last cannon over here. For example, shooting... I want to say... I mean, I could shoot that round. If I blow it up, I could, there could be an explosion, but no, I think I'm going to shoot that one, so I can localise all my charging units in one direction. I think that's my plan. So yeah, Lascan's going to shoot this one, which you did pop smoke with, right?
I did, so -1 to hit.
So 4 up to hit with the last cannon. Misses. Alright, fair enough. There is a combi plasma, so fire that, won't overcharge it. That's totally cocked. That does hit. It does wound.
It does. 6 up.
Yeah, 6 up.
No. 1 damage.
1 damage down on that rhino. Better than nothing, I suppose. Right, next up, this last cannon is going to be firing at the same rhino. 5 up to hit, though, because he moved and smoke. So, nah, he misses. Don't even get to reroll that 1 because the Demon Prince is much too far away to bother with the cares of this mortal over here. This squad over here, they're going to fire their missile launcher at this rhino through here. They can just about thread the needle with the rocket there to try and hit this thing. 2 of the other Marines that could see the sisters over there did fire their bolt guns. Nothing was done though. Only got 1 successful wound and a save was made, so... Right. Actually, you know what? They have Bolter Discipline, don't they?
Yeah.
The KLC version of it.
Oh, you have to do it again.
So another 2 shots then in that case, I almost forgot. 1 hit, 1 wound.
Saved.
Saved again. Alright, fair enough. Okay, now the missile launcher. Crack missile through the ruins at that rhino. Misses, because you popped smoke.
Yep.
Very good. So I'm going to Endless Cacophony my obliterators. 2 command points spent, I've got 6 left. And they're going to try and blow up that rhino over there. We've measured up, and we've line of sighted. We're just in range. So let's do it. Flash metal guns again. Strength 6 plus 2, so strength 8.
That's good.
AP -3.
Yeah, sure.
Damage
2.
2. Yeah, okay, that works. Hitting on 2s. Alright.
3s.
3s. Oh, because you popped smoke. Indeed you did. Alright, fair enough.
Thank you.
And wounding on 3s. That's horrendous! Slanesh, why?
Why?
Okay, 1 goes through at AP -3.
6 up. Oh, I was hoping to save it just to,
And 2 damage.
just to rub it in, but I'll take that.
Good heavens. That was... Wow. That was not remotely worth 2 command points. Okay. Fine. That's the end of my shooting phase. Let's try and make up for that with the charge phase, shall we? So, what we're going to do is we're going to start with Stompy. He's going to go stomping right into that unit of sisters and directly in front of him.
Okay. We'll do some Overwatch then, but
Okey-doke.
they're probably not going to kill him, so feel free to roll first.
7-inch
That'll
charge.
do it.
I think I'll do it, yep. Hello!
Hello.
Turn you into jam now.
Cool.
Alright, do you want to Overwatch?
Sure.
Just do the heavy flamer on camera and then we can
Okay,
get
heavy
the bottles off.
flamer, 2 shots, no wounds.
No wins, okay. 2 successful wins for the botguns by the sisters on Stompy. This, of course, being because you're playing Sacred Rose and you get to Overwatch on 5s, which is nice. The Melter Gun did miss, though, unfortunately. So, this is 1 at -1, 1 regular. So, 1 regular, 3 up, passes, 1 -1, 4 up, fails.
Go on.
If I'd rolled them the other way around, it would have been fine. So, 1 wound off Stompy.
Okay, there's a plasma pistol as well. I'm going to overcharge.
For the Emperor!
Reroll.
Reroll.
So 6 hits!
Damn it.
And it's strength 8 because it overcharged, so a 3 is a wound.
Okay. 5 up demon save
Damn it.
is made. Very good. Well done. Stompy! Well done. Good dog.
Worth a shot.
Alright, now the Demon Prince, rolling through there, and I measured it up. He does need a 9-inch charge.
Interesting.
So,
Doesn't mean he's not going to get flamed.
yeah. Not ideal, but he doesn't get flamed, which is nice, I suppose. Not even a command point is going to save me there. Never mind.
Okay. I'll do the Overwatch.
Demon Prince. Bloody. See, now he's done that, I don't know if he's even in range with Stompy to give him that buff. I mean, hold on a second. Right, so we rolled Overwatch off camera. Oh, by the way, he is in range with his buff for Stompy. I did check that.
Just about.
Hooray! The Overwatch, you got.
I got a wound with I got a hit and a wound with the plasma pistol again.
You did.
The plasma pistol was doing the job.
Yeah. So I've got a 4-up invulnerable save, luckily, because of my Master Possession, and Cursed Earth did go off this turn. So 4-up invul, which fails.
2 damage.
2 damage, which I can ignore on a 5 because of Delightful
That's
Agonies. So he ignores one of those and takes 1 wound.
I'll take that.
Yeah, it's not bad. The Demon Prince has 7 wounds left, Stompy's got 11 wounds left, and now we're over here to the Possessed, which I would like to charge the Rhino and then hopefully pile into the Sisters rather than taking flamethrowers in the face. So,
It's a 7-inch charge.
It's a 7-inch charge, very good. So I'll go for the Greater Possessed first,
It's a great possessed in there.
which he does make with a 10, and then the Mini Possessed,
5.
5. Command point. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay,
Nice.
good. That's what I needed. Overwatching me with your
Overwatch on the
Storm
great
Bolter
possessed.
thingy. Yep.
1 hit. Wounds. It's a -1 as well.
He's what did you roll? Sorry.
A 6.
6. Oh yeah, that's definitely a win then.
And with a -1 because of my thing.
One 4+ save. Failed.
Cool.
He takes a win, but he's totes it.
Absorbs the Overwatch for the squad, so.
Lovely. So the fight phase begins. The Greater Possessed have charged in. They've piled in. They've piled into the Sisters, so the Sisters will be able to fight back, and I can't attack them. But I've stopped them shooting next turn at least, which is nice. And now we're going to be battering this Rhino, and I'm going to be using one of the new stratagems from Faith and Fury, which is the Revered Hosts, and it's 1 command point, and basically all the Possessed's weapons will do +1 damage. So normally do 1 damage, they'll do 2 damage pop this time instead. And now we roll for their attacks. They'll get D3 attacks +1 because Hateful Assault and they charged. So 2 attacks each, 3 attacks each with Hateful Assault. That's not bad at all. 24 attacks coming in at this Rhino. Hitting on 3s. And that is a whopping 7 Death to the False Emperors, so let's roll those as well. Right, now the tricky bit, 5s to wound. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds at -2.
It's fairly healthy. Okay, 5 up saves then. I pass 1.
So that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 damage.
It's dead.
It is dead. Does it go kaboom?
No.
No, it doesn't. And let's see if anyone inside dies on the way out as you disembark. How many are in there?
10.
10, okay. This is all of your Ecclesiarchy troops
Yes.
in here, just as a reminder.
The Ecclesiarchy battle boss. So obviously there's enough room for them to get out the back, but 1s. Just the 1/1.
One model dies.
We'll take that.
All the church folks have gotten out of their rhino there, and one of the Flagellants.
Oh, sorry.
Flagellants. There we
Died.
go. Died on the way out. Very good. It doesn't mean my possessed are going to get countercharged by all that lot next turn, which should be fascinating to watch, frankly. But anyway, the greater possessed doesn't get to attack anything because the mini possessed did such a good job, which is fair enough. Look at that, possessed doing a good job. That doesn't happen very often.
Well, can't I? They killed a rhino.
Still, there's no way in hell they'd have done that without that stratagem. To be fair, so yeah. I'm impressed. Wordbearer's possessed are actually quite good. We were talking off screen that I'd like to do a list where I actually have a big blob of 20 possessed and I just buff them with everything I possibly can and see how they do. Because, I think Wordbearer possessed are not too bad. Not too shabby. Anyway, you're not spending 2 CP to interrupt.
No.
So that means Stompy's up next with his
Have at it, Stompy. Have at it.
Yeah, +2 attacks and +2 strength.
Well, I'm suspecting the strength doesn't make any difference.
Probably not. But, he's going to squish some sisters. Alright, so Stompy's got 12 attacks in total now. It doesn't really matter, but if you're curious, he's now strength 16 with his fists and strength 8 with his lasher tendrils, which is very funny. But against Battle Sisters, it makes no difference. The main thing is, though, he gets 6 fist attacks now, plus 6 lasher tendril attacks. And due to the nature of the target, with your 4+ invuln, I can roll all of the attacks together, the fists and the lasher tendrils, and it makes no real difference. So I'm going to do that. And for 1 CP, which brings me down to 3 now, we are Demon Forging. So he's hitting on 4s, rerolling everything, wounding on 2s, rerolling as well. So first the hits. So does Stompy have Death to the False Emperor? This, I feel, is worth checking. He does not have Death to the False Emperor. This makes me a little bit sad, but I can live with it. Now 2s to wound, rerolling. So reroll that 1. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4 up invulnerable saves on the sisters. They could be really jammy and survive this quite easily.
Or they could be really unjammy and all die.
Yeah.
Find out. 4 ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 die perfectly. Statistically average.
There we go. Alright, 5 dead sisters. Stompy's very happy, I think, with that. More jam for the jam throne. Unfortunately, somewhat predictably, the sisters in both squads failed to do any damage in return against Stompy and the mini possessed. And now we're into the morale phase, and what you've done is you've used an act of faith.
Yes, so I've used my 2 that I rolled on their morale check because they lost 5 and their leadership 8. So obviously it would be quite easy to lose more. So I'll take the 2, which means they pass, which is nice. And even if 5 up, I'll get another one because of my.
Oh yes, you will, of course.
I do.
You do. So
nice.
Another miracle dice, which is a 1.
Okay. Well,
but as we've seen, a low miracle dice can be just as useful as a high miracle dice.
Do stuff like that.
So there you go.
And then I get to take these 2. They can't fail, they only lost 1 casualty each, but if I roll a 1 for either of them, then I'll get another miracle dice.
There you go. So
it's the way it is. That squad.
No miracle dice, but they're fine. Okay, so that concludes the turn. We've very definitely taken control of the chapel for now, but we're a little strung out. I'm worried about the Wordbearers having possibly overextended a little bit in their bloodlust and their desperation to rip and tear the Loyalist scum. I think perhaps they've gone maybe a little bit too far. The Demon Prince not making his charge is significant, it must be said. But Stompy, he's torn half of a sister squad apart. But of course, he is very quickly going to have the Living Saint to contend with. And I just bumped into the terrain there. That's completely ruined the shot, never mind. Professionalism, yes. Yeah, so he's going to have the Living Faint in his face? No, the Living Saint in his face.
All of those words.
Celestine's going to stab him, basically. And over here, a gaggle of Ministorum close combat things is about to charge into these greater possessed. So, interesting stuff coming up in the following turn as we head into the Sisters of Battle. Turn 2. Yes, 2, not 3. So to start the sister's turn, Celestine gives you another miracle dice, which is going to be a 5.
Take
Not
that.
bad. And now,
I'll do some movement.
yeah. And this, folks, is what the battlefield looks like at the end of the sister's second movement phase. Over on the Wordbearer's left flank here, the angelic host has descended. The seraphim, yes, descend from the clouds to harass my Chaos Marines over on this side of the chapel. Elsewhere, the Saint herself has charged forth to take on the Demon Prince. It's going to be a warlord fight!
Yes.
And they're not too concerned about Stompy because you reckon you can take him out potentially.
I hope so. I've got the Retributors, I've got this squad here, I've got the Exorcist if I need to, I've got this squad here that can fire in if I need to, plus a bunch of bolters and stuff here and there.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I say that Stompy is not so easily destroyed. But we'll find out, won't we?
We
Meanwhile,
will find out.
over here, much to my great concern,
Everything got out of rhinos.
yes, everything got out the rhinos.
Celestian squad out here with the Canoness, ready to make that guy and these guys a bit dead, ideally.
Yeah, I think my great possessed and my mini possessed.
They're going to be a possessed sandwich here.
I think they're in trouble.
I hope so.
I should have known that this would happen, and because I'm a bad 40k player, did not plan for it. So my possessed may be about to get sacrificed for the sake of destroying a rhino.
Totally worth it.
Yeah, at least they destroyed something, unlike the Decimator and the Lord Discordant, I suppose. But anyway.
Well, quite.
Oh dear. Anyway, so that's the movement phase. The psychic phase has been observed.
Ta-da.
And you guys suffer not the witch to live, don't
That
you?
is
Don't you?
correct.
So, shooting phase.
Quite. So,
Where do you wish to start?
I'm going to start with the Retributors firing at Stompy
Alright.
with everything.
Now, thanks to Benediction of Darkness, he does have a -1 to be shot at.
This is correct. So I'm hitting on 4s again.
Are you thinking about
I
strategy?
was thinking what I could have done is use my 4 there on my miracle dice to make at least 1 hit.
Yeah.
That should be quite good. But then I can't use another one in the same phase on that unit or on any unit unless they've got a stick.
Right, good point.
And I want to save that 5
For the damage.
Damage rather
Yes.
than melter.
Right then.
So let's see what happens. Do the melters first. Hit on 4s. Sadly, the canoness has run over there. Oh no! Not sadly, because she's got a book. They are within 9 inches of her.
Yeah.
So I can reroll one.
Special book.
Special book. Like that. It's a good book.
Okay.
They all hit.
Not a great start for Stompy, it must be said.
3's the wound. 3 wounds. It's melter, so loads of AP.
5 up demon saves. Come on, Stompy. You've faced worse odds than this. He makes 1, he fails 2.
Right, he's got 11 wounds, isn't he?
Yes, he does.
Uh,
You are in melter range.
I am in melter range, so it's 2d6, pick the highest.
Yep.
And to be honest, there's not much else that some of my stuff can shoot at. So I think I'll just take the roll and see what happens.
Okay.
Rather than spending that 5. Because I can... If it all goes very, very wrong, I can always shoot him with that melter gun and hope for the 5 there.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens. So let's do that. So the first one, 2d6, pick the highest. 2.
Okay.
Second one, 6. So 8 total. We'll take that.
Okay.
So then to 3.
3 wounds left. He's significantly degraded now,
And then we've got a
unfortunately.
bolt gun from the superior. Reroll 1. 1 hit. Wounds. No AP.
3 up save. He saved it. This squad of Battle Sisters now opening fire with their bolt guns and rinsing Stompy from head to foot in mass reactive shells. Yes. 4 wounds successfully went through. 2 at -1, 2 regulars. So here's the 2 regulars. Fail 1. And here's the 2 at -1, so 4 ups. Fail both. Ugh. I believe that does in fact kill Stompy.
Yes.
It does kill him.
Unless you want to reroll.
Unless I want to command point reroll one of those.
I've got more gun, so.
You do have more gun, but I can force you to waste that gun on him.
True.
No. No. Does he explode? No.
Oh, good. That would have been nasty.
Yeah, it would have been. Oh well. You've served us well, faithful friend. We'll see you next time.
You killed infinitely more than the Lord Discordant, or infinitely more than the Lord Discordant
and the Decimator. And in doing so, he still only killed 5 Battle Sisters.
Yeah, he killed 5 Battle Sisters.
We had some serious Demon Engine failure in this battle report. I'm not very impressed with any of them, but never mind. Alright, well, with that depressing note over, the Exorcist now is going to be firing its missiles at these obliterators up here. So, 2d3 shots.
Okay.
3d3 shots even.
Sorry, yep.
And there's no minus to hit these guys, so very usual. 3 plus
hit.
hit. Everything hits.
Strength 8, so 3 plus to wound as well. Okay.
Again, a very good wound roll.
But you are within range of him, so you've got 4 up and vulnerables.
I do, yes.
6 wounds.
6 wounds, okay. 4 up involves.
That looks good from here.
Okay, I do fail 2, but that was pretty nice.
Let's
Yeah.
see if we can wipe the unit with 2 then.
Right.
First one, 2 damage.
Okay.
How much damage is... How many wounds they got each?
I think it's 4, let me check. They do have 4 wounds, so that left him with 2 left, and you decided to use one of your miracle dice for Adepta Faith for 3 damage on the other missile, so you have killed him.
Yep. Just in case anyone is wondering, you can do that, as far as I can tell, because technically you roll each attack in a row, so you can roll one and then decide on the second one.
Exactly, yeah.
You don't have to roll them all at once and pick one to go in at the time.
Indeed.
So that is how you're supposed to do it.
That's totally above board.
Cool, and on a 5 off I get one back.
No. No refunded miracles for you today, so...
Avoid the one on there.
Yeah, you've killed my obliterator. You are fast destroying all of my units that
Full stop.
are actually good. I'm looking around right now. I have some possessed that are about to die.
Yes.
I have 1 obliterator, and I have a ton of regular Chaos Marines and cultists and some characters. This is looking a bit grim for the word bearers.
It's revenge is what it is.
There's definitely revenge.
Granted, it's still bodies on the ground for capturing the objectives, which is the thing. So,
yes,
if you can kill a load of my sisters in your turn, then who knows?
it's true. But regardless, I think it's fair to say that the sisters have hit like a truck, and I wasn't sure if I necessarily expected that, but they have totally sledgehammered into my army, and they're just deleting things left and right. So, fair play. So what's next then?
I think we'll do some incidental firepower over here into some Chaos Marines.
Very good. So as the Seraphim come screaming down out of the clouds, opening fire with their bolt pistols, they killed 2 Chaos Marines here from this squad on the side. A couple of guys with bolt guns have gone down, and that's it for now. Seraphim do not pack the same kind of wallop as some of your other units, as it turns out, but it's a situational
give them
thing.
time.
They have, they have a stratagem they can use, which you chose not to.
Yes, you can use a stratagem to... I think I used it in the last game, didn't I?
You did, yeah.
They fire as soon as they turn up and get +6 range to all their pistols.
Which is very useful.
It would have been 12-inch range melter pistols and 12-inch range flamer pistols.
Indeed.
But they're just Marines there, so I didn't think it was really worth the CP. And
exactly.
Yeah.
So they can be kind of nasty actually, but just not right now. That was a conscious decision.
Yeah, my plan is these guys were going to drop in and try and nuke a demon engine or something, but
you've already nuked them all, so. All right then. Is that all of your shooting done now?
No.
Oh, of course not.
No.
Of course not. Over here.
Let's do this one then, shall we?
Yes, let's.
So, he's got a shotgun. Let's do that.
Hey, the missionary. The missionary with his shotgun takes a wound off one of the possessed. Nice shot there, buddy. Well done. And now the Celestians. The Canoness also fired, but she missed, so never mind. You're using 2 stratagems on the Celestians. One is exceptional proficiency, which allows you to re-roll all of your hits and wound rolls for the Celestian squad.
Normally they can re-roll all their hits when they're within 3 inches of a Canoness, rather than just re-rolling ones. Or 6 inches or something, whatever. But that lets them re-roll to wound as well.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
So
and
they're
then
going to be doing a lot of...
You're also
re-rolls.
using the Emperor's Judgment, which is the Order of the Sacred Rose specific stratagem.
Yep.
Which will allow you to... Basically, your bolt weapons will explode on 6s.
So 6 to hit equals 2 hits.
I phrased that a bit poorly, but yes, basically... The bolt weapons do not explode.
Great stratagem.
But hit rolls of 6 will explode and cause additional hits.
I mean, technically, bolt weapons explode anyway. That's the whole point. They're
Yes.
firing explosive projectiles. But yeah.
But yes, so
we've got lots of dice coming in for this.
So flamers first.
Okay.
Force to wound now then.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah, that could have been better, but still not terrible.
But we get to reroll.
You do get to reroll, yeah. Okay, much better.
Much better. And 1, 2, 3 are at -1.
Oof.
And
Yeah, this sacred rite you
6 at no
chose
minus.
is a nice
Yeah.
one, isn't it? It's done a lot of damage.
Yeah.
I'll just roll these.
Yeah, so they're 3s and the others are 4s.
Okay, so
one dead.
he dies, another one takes a wound, and then
2 wounds there as well.
another one. Well, yeah. So then he dies, and another one takes a wound. So, okay.
Cool. Right, I'll count out the bolt then now.
Yeah. Now it's the bolt guns. We're not even finished yet. Right. Well, after all the hits and the rerolls and the wounds and the rerolls, I've got all of these at 3+ saves to make.
And he failed 1.
Only failed 1, fair enough. So that means this guy dies. And then these are -1, so these are all 4+.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fine. So another one takes a wound.
Well, could have gone better.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised, honestly. I'm just going to get these guys out of the way because you're about to do
Still-
some charging.
Oh, yes.
Right. Not quite the firing squad we were expecting, but okay. We move back now into the chapel ruins again, where this squad of sisters has opened fire into the cultists, and
Well, they're splitting fire.
they're splitting fire, yes. The plasma pistol and the melter gun are being trained on the demon prince. The rest of the bolters and stuff and the flamer have been trained on these cultists. Now the flamer whiffed spectacularly,
That was funny.
but we've got some good hits with the bolters in, so I've got, was that 5?
4 5-ups and 1 6-up.
4 5-ups and 1 6-up,
Thanks
thanks
to
to
the cover.
Indeed. So, no 5-up saves made, and I make the 6-up because naturally
Again, you pass the easy. They'll pass the hard one, fail the easy ones.
chaos is weird. So let's get rid of 4 of them. We'll leave the unknown owner's cultist alive, and
Cool. That's going to be the last model standing.
yeah. And now the important bit, which is plasma pistol and metal gun at my demon prince, my warlord, in fact.
Yep. So plasma pistol, overcharge, hits, wounds
Wounds.
at -4 AP.
-4 hit. Well, I've got my 4+
Yes.
invulnerable save, which I fail.
Okay. 2 damage.
2 damage, and I can ignore that with 5s thanks to delightful agonies. I ignore one of them. 6 wounds remaining on my demon prince.
And a melter gun.
And the melter gun. Yes, you've been saving.
So I do have a stick in this unit, so I can use another one of my miracle dice.
Yes, you've been
So
saving.
I'm thinking of either auto hitting or save it for the damage. I think save it for the damage is good because then we either get nothing or we get a big flat 5 on that, which will be nice.
It will make Celestine's job much easier.
Right, let's see if we can hit. Yes.
Is that a 4?
Do you reckon that's cocked or do you reckon-
I think you can have that.
Okay. 4 to hit. Can we wound? Yes. Invulnerable save.
Right, 4 up. Stratagem! Hold on! Nah, I'm glad I remembered it in time, folks. I see your miracle act of faith dice, and I raise you an act of faith of my own. For 1 CP, I use the stratagem Hexagrammatic Ward, and you use it on a character when they make a saving throw. And the saving throw is automatically considered to be a 6 for 1 command point. So there! That's a 6.
Nice.
There we go. Right. So yeah, I now automatically pass that invulnerable save against the melter gun,
Cool.
and my demon prince still stands with 6 wounds remaining.
Cheeky.
Very cheeky.
Right, I've got one more shot in the shooting phase,
Mm-hmm.
and Celestine herself firing the Ardent Blade.
You shooting lightning out of your sword at me or
Well, it's
something?
fire, really.
Oh, I see.
So she's going to set fire to that demon prince.
You wave your magic sword at me.
It is 2 shots.
Okay.
basically it's a heavy flamer.
Ah, okay.
Wounding on your toughness 5 on a demon prince, aren't you?
5 or 6, actually, I'm not sure.
Well, it wins.
It wins anyway. So,
so that one's at -1, that one's at -2. Don't worry about it, you got 4 up and vulnerable.
I do indeed. 4 up invulns. Pass 1, fail 1, and then 1 damage. 5 up 2, no. No, sorry.
Take an extra 1.
5 wounds remaining. Still in the game though.
Interesting.
Maybe I'll get to use my demon talons of death after all.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, and it's probably going to get skewered by the saint in a second, but hey.
So that is the plan.
A man could dream. Okay, so that is your shooting done.
Yep.
So therefore we're in the charge phase, and you're going to do precisely that, I assume.
Yep. In she goes.
No, even with a 3, she's in.
Yeah. Because obviously if I could fail, I would have potentially put the miracle dice in there just to make sure.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, there we go.
Where else do we wish to charge? I
So,
see.
there's no Overwatch here, so it doesn't really matter. The Canoness is going to the Greater Possessed. Oh, look, she's in.
Very good. I overwatch you with harsh language once again.
Then all this is going into the regular Possessed.
Very good.
So I don't really need to roll for any of that, but whatever. These
Maybe
guys,
the
yeah, they're in.
yeah.
Death Cult Assassin, in. Priest, in. Arcos, in. Yeah.
So we begin the fight phase now. I do have 2 command points left to interrupt with, so you've chosen to fight with Celestine.
It's got to be
first.
Celestine first, and at the start of the shooting or fight phase, in the case of the fight phase I'm playing, suffer not the witch to live.
Oh, brilliant. Use this stratagem at the start of your shooting or fight phase. Select one Adepta Sororitas unit from your army until the end of that phase. When resolving an attack made by a model unit in that unit against a Psyker, you can reroll the wind roll, and he is a Psyker. So yeah.
Boom.
Suffer not the witch or the demon prince.
How cool is that?
It's pretty cool.
Right, so Celestine has 6 attacks.
With a big magic sword.
Yep. Hitting on 2s. Oh, rubbish. Interestingly, I don't think she can reroll because she's not the same order as everyone else.
Oh,
She's
right.
her own thing.
Okay.
So even though she is just about within 9 by the looks of it, of the book, she can't reroll the 1s, which is sad. Still, 4 hits, and she's strength 7 with her Ardent Blade, so she'll be wounding on 3s, rerolling because of the strat.
Lovely.
Okay, I only need to reroll 1.
2 into 8.
There we go, so all 3s. It is AP minus, AP minus 3, 2 damage.
Very good. So 4 up demonic saves. He
Oh,
passes
damn it.
all but one of them. And how much damage is that?
2.
2.
Could be a problem. Could be a problem.
Don't ignore it on 5s though, unfortunately. So 3 wounds left, but he's not
Indeed.
dead.
Are you spending command points to interrupt over here though?
Yeah, I think I will. I need to closely examine exactly what I'm working with here because you've got about 6 units in combat with me right now.
Yes.
So I have options here. I definitely have options. It's going to kind of depend really on what I roll because I'm going to go with the mini possessed on this interrupt, and what they target is going to depend entirely on what I roll for their attacks. If I get the big 3, we have options. If I don't, less so. So, you did pull out of combat with me, didn't you, earlier in this turn? So, this is still first round of combat for me, so I do get hateful assault.
Yes, well, lots of stuff has charged you.
Yes. So,
I shot them a lot.
it's 2. That's not bad. So 2 attacks plus 1, so 3 attacks each. So I think the way this is going to work is he's going to put his 3 attacks into the flagellants.
Flagellum is
Flagellants.
part of a cell that moves it through the body with a
Then
wiggly bit.
these 2.
It's like what Tadpole has.
I see. These
Science.
2 are going to attack the priest. Because if I kill him, I can basically deny everybody around here. Ooh, sorry. I can deny
my stick.
Sorry. I can deny the attack bonus for the extra attack that he gives out to everyone. So that's a good idea. And then these 2 could attack Death Cult Assassins.
Yeah.
So I think that's how it's going to work. So first up, guy attacking the Flagellants. He hits 3 times. The toughness 3.
They're toughness 3, yeah.
Okay, so
All stuff toughness 3.
wins on 2s then. 2 wounds.
Okay, they do have 2 wounds each, but they've got no save of any kind that I can see. Oh no, they've got a 5 up ignore thing.
5 up ignore wounds, right. So there's only 1 each. So.
No, so there we go, 1 takes a wound.
Yeah, they're 2 wounds each, the Flagellants. So.
Yep.
Right, now the next 2. These guys attacking the priest. Hitting on 3s. Oh, man.
Yikes.
Wounded on 2s. 2 wounds. 2 4-up Rosario saves. Oh, God. Because I spoke too soon when I said the possessed were good earlier, didn't I? Clearly. They're still trash, everybody. Alright, and then the 2 remaining ones against the Death Cult assassins, because I ping dice everywhere.
Cool.
Hitting on 3s. Oh, good Lord almighty. Hitting on... wounding on 2s, 2 wounds.
5 up and 1 it was for them. No, they're both dead.
Alright, I killed the Death Cult assassins at least.
Boo.
That's my interrupt over. Over to you, sir.
Cool. I just remembered that I should have got a miracle dice in the end of the shooting phase because I killed a unit.
You did actually, yeah. So
I was just like, no. 5. That's cool.
Very nice. So Flagellants next, I assume.
Right. Yeah, let's go with the Flagellants.
I'm also completely out of command points. It should be worth noting as well.
Excellent.
So. The well has run dry. I've run out of funky bonuses.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So they've got 2 attacks plus 1 because they're standing next to a priest, and each attack generates D3 attacks.
Yep.
So this is crazy.
It's going to be a lot of attacks.
Yeah. It's this many D3 attacks.
Bloody hell.
Cool.
That's
3.
horrendous. That's absolutely horrendous, dude. Ah. Small mountain of attacks there. Hitting on 4s and re-rolling,
Yep.
correct? Yeah. Because they have the zealot rule.
Strength 4, but plus 1 because of their arco flails.
Right, so 3
So
to win then.
3 to wound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not that one. 12, and they're all at -1.
12 4-ups.
1 damage though, so that's nice, isn't it?
Okay, so we've failed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this guy takes a wound and dies. So it's 1, 2, 3, dies. 4, 5, dies. And then 6. He has a wound. Right, so you've killed 6 possessed this
Loads of
turn
stuff.
in total.
Okay.
Not bad.
Let's activate the Crusaders now.
Very good.
Going that way.
Those ladies with their swords and storm shields.
Yeah. So they've got a base of 2 attacks each, which means there's 3 each because of the priest.
Yep.
They hit on 3s, I think. Yep. And re-rolling because of the zealot. They are only strength 3 though, so we knew on 5s.
Very good.
1 wound, but it is -3.
Very good. Alright, 5-up demon save.
Got it.
Passed it, nice.
Then the priest himself.
Mm-hmm.
So
hammer this
he had 3
chainsaw.
attacks, +1 for chainsword, +1 for being within range of himself.
Yep.
I'll just check what he hits on. I'm guessing 3s.
Yeah, good point. I don't remember actually. I've used the priest quite a lot recently in my guard.
He's a missionary. Hits on 4s.
Ah,
Look,
okay.
he is a zealot as well, so you can reroll. Okay, we'll hit.
Alright then, fair enough.
5s to wound. 3 wounds, minus nothing because it's a chainsword.
3 up saves. Passed all of them.
Boo! Well, somehow the possessed are still there.
Still alive, just about.
And then it's the canoness.
Yeah, attacking my great possessed. Who I shall turn around now for dramatic effect. There we go. So, she's got...
She's got 4 attacks and she gets another one because she's standing near the priest, so 5.
5 with the blessed
Hitting on-
blade.
With a blessed blade, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s because she's a canoness.
Lovely.
Okay, we'll hit.
Very good.
It's +2 strength, so that bumps her up to strength 5. And your toughness 5, right?
Yes,
So
wound,
force to wound.
force to wound, indeed.
That's good.
That is very good.
4 wounds is -3 and D3 damage.
Okay, so 5 up demon saves.
Oh, damn.
The Dark Gods like this one.
Apparently so.
So he fails 1
It's 3 damage.
and takes 3 damage, so... I believe he's got 3 wounds left, actually, because I think Grip has to have 6. I'll check it.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, you get a fight back with a whole bunch of stuff.
Indeed you do.
Save the Demon Prince for last.
I will, yeah, absolutely.
Well, the regular possessor will be gone at least, so that's something.
The Great Possessor has 6 attacks, and
dear.
he will absolutely be trying to kill your Canoness.
Yeah.
You've pissed him off now. So
Leave her alone.
right, these will hit on 2s.
Okay.
So 5 hits.
Death of False Emperor.
Death of False Emperor. Oh gosh, you're right. Quickly, dropping dice. Okay, 1 extra hit. So the full 6 go through at least.
We're toughness 3.
So 2s to wound.
But I am wearing the iron what's on my face.
Yes, that one.
So 1s, 2s, and 3s do not wound.
Luckily, I rolled 2 5s, and a 6.
That's good, isn't it?
It's -2.
Okay, what's the damage?
It'll be D3, I believe.
D3.
Or is it 2? Oh gosh, we'll have to check. Hold on. It is D3 damage, and you're reaching for a miracle
Yeah,
dice.
so we've got a 4-up invulnerable save. So I'm going to... And actually, if it's -2, I've got a 4-up save anyway, because of the 2-up armor, but whatever. So I'm going to spend one of my miracle dice, the 4-up, to pass one of them, which I will get back on a 5-up. Yeah.
You do. So, new miracle dice, which is another 5.
I'll take that 5 over there.
Right,
in my
so
5 pile.
One of these is saved.
So then we've got 2 saves of 4-up.
Yep.
Pass 1, fail 1.
And then it's just 1d3. With
Just 1. I'll take that.
Okay. I was relatively confident he might be able to kill you there, but I shouldn't have been, clearly.
We have faith in the Emperor.
See, this is
will
interesting,
protect us.
because this similar kind of build for this Canoness is one that I plan to do for my Sisters of Battle. The only difference, really, is that mine will have a 5-up ignore wounds Warlord trait thing slapped on it to make it even tankier.
Well, that would be nice.
So this is an interesting road test to watch this. I'm watching this with
It's
great
research.
curiosity, because clearly this strategy works.
Yeah.
So, right, with that out of the way, I think it's main event time. So now the Demon Prince strikes back against the Saint, and he's using his special demon weapons, Tharis and Riol, the Rapacious Talons, that's what they're called. I had to look it up. But these are demon weapons, so before we do anything, we have to roll a dice. On a 2+, we get to use them, and I get that many extra attacks with them. On a 1, I take a mortal wound and I can't use them, so I'll have to just kick you to death. So, and I have no command points left either, so... 5. Okay, so...
That's lots.
That is a lot of attacks. That's plus my original 4. Plus 1 for Hateful Assault. That is... 10 attacks with this Demon Prince. Yeah! I like it. Okay, so 10 attacks. These will hit on 2s. They will re-roll to wound, and their strength... Ooh, I don't actually know. He's strength 7, so I've just had a little evil cackle off camera now because it means I'm hitting on 2s re-rolling, wounding on 2s re-rolling with these things.
Some 6s.
And, indeed, 2 death to the False Emperors. So I will grab another couple of dice.
False Emperors.
3 of them. Liminac.
Jesus.
Run out of dice here. Hitting on 2s re-rolling. Lovely.
Okay, so 13 hits.
Indeed.
It's fine.
Blender Prince to the rescue.
Keep me right.
Okay. Now wounding on 2s re-rolling. Thanks to these wonderful, wonderful weapons. There we go.
Okay, so 13.
13 at -2. 2 damage each. A pop. Do you have enough dice? Okay.
4-ups.
How saintly is the living saint?
1, 2, 3. Pretty good, actually.
Yeah, actually.
4. That's pretty cocked. 4 fails, 8 damage. She is fallen, but only just.
But Right, so the thing about Celestine, if you've never encountered Celestine before, folks watching at home, the thing about Celestine is, yeah, she's a little bit fragile, but she has this annoying habit of coming back from the dead.
Miraculous intervention.
Indeed.
It's the rule.
So do we roll this now?
I believe so. First time the model is destroyed, roll a d6 at the end of the phase. End of the phase. It is the end of the phase.
It is.
On a 2-up, return this model to play with all its wounds remaining, placing it as close as possible to the previous position and more than 1 inches away from any enemy models.
So, you rolled a 1! This is what you had your
Last command
for.
point. Oh no!
Yes! The Saint is dead!
She's not dead, she's blown away.
Temporarily displaced, but either way, those were some seriously demonic talents, my dude. I can't believe my luck there. Finally, something's going right. Okay. Okay, the Saint has been dealt with. Okay, my dude.
Well, shit.
I affectionately refer to this guy as One Horn Henry because he's only got one horn, and I lost the other one when I was building him.
Apparently, he's the winner of the Demon Prince battle. I mean,
definitely not a Demon Prince versus Demon Prince battle. But he might need a proper name now because old One Horn Henry there just did something pretty spectacular. So, all right then.
It is worth noting at the end of the phase, I didn't kill any units at that fight phase.
No.
But I did lose a character, so I do get to have a miracle.
That's true. She was martyred, effectively.
1. Okay. Well,
Is it not cheating when Celestine martyrs herself? Though, like, because she just comes back to life.
Yeah.
But anyway. So.
Morale on the possessed might be a thing.
Morale on the possessed. Yeah, they lost 6 guys, amazingly. So 2, 6, 8.
I think they're probably alright there, aren't they?
Might be. I don't know. Actually, they are leadership 8 possessed, so they are fine. They're standing firm. And that brings us to the end of the turn. That was
an interesting turn.
very interesting. Yes. I'm looking at the table right now, and I still feel a little pessimistic, I must say. But on the other hand, I got some very lucky breaks in that turn. So it's still possibly anyone's game. I got to just remember that there's an objective that needs to be played for here. So, all right, now into the Word Bearer's turn 3, right? Is turn 3?
Turn 3 now,
Yeah.
because you went first.
All right, Word Bearer's turn 3. Yes. Turn 3. Let's go. Alright, it's the start of the battle round, which means that a couple of things happen. One, you get a miracle dice,
Hey.
which is a 1.
Okay, so now I've got 3 1s and 3 5s.
Interesting.
I don't know what I'm going to do with all these 1s.
Kolvarik needs to do his priestly chanting again. So, what I've decided to do this time is, because he's out of range to really do it on anything useful like this obliterator, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do reroll hits in close combat, bubble 1 first, which goes off, and then he's going to do the Omen of Potency, which will allow him to essentially Hulk out and go Super Saiyan in close combat, which is quite exciting. So on a 2+,
Well,
dude. All right, that actually quite dramatically changes what I'm going to do this time. Well, maybe not actually, because
You can still punch some sisters.
I can still buff him a bit with Diabolic Strength, for example. So he just won't be. Oh, man, I was really hoping we could get that to happen. I want to do Omen of Potency and Diabolic Strength on him and just watch him go to town on a unit of infantry. But sadly, it's not to be. So yeah, all right, let's go do the movement. Okay, folks, the movement is done, and this is what's happened. Most of my Chaos Marines have stayed put, hunkering down in their cover. Try and get some good shots off with their disciplined bolters and their heavy weapons and so on. Because need to kill sisters, basically. Need to kill sisters in order to win. I know that should seem really obvious. I mean, this is a battle, but particularly I need to lower your model count in order to stand a chance of holding the chapel. So, cultists and your boy here, the Master of Possession, have moved forward. And, because I think basically over here and over here, the plan is to feed cultists to the Overwatch machine, because your sisters Overwatch really well with the 5+ Overwatch that they normally get.
And flamers.
And flamers.
Yeah.
And as we were discussing off camera, particularly, it's quite nasty because you have 3/5 miracle dice.
That I can use to auto hit with a melter gun. Also.
Indeed. So, for example, this Demon Prince over here, while ordinarily charging those multi-melters over there, the Retributors in those runes would be risky business anyway, it's basically guaranteed to kill him if I actually do charge them now, because you'll just pop miracle dice to make them auto hit it.
Guaranteed for at least one hit.
Yeah. So basically, and you can do this with any old melter gun as well, because this squad's got a melter gun, and this squad's got a melter gun.
Yep.
So essentially,
I feel like, especially with this order, having a random melter gun in its squad is quite good.
yeah,
Even if you haven't got, I mean, you could take 2, but I've gone for those 2 squads and mixed with flamers and melters. Partially because there's a strat you can use called the Holy Trinity that gives you +1 to wound if you fire bolter, flamer, and melter at something from the same squad.
yep.
Which I haven't used, but is quite cool. And also because, as you can see, I can just it's an Overwatch threat with a 5 in my pocket.
Yeah.
It's very handy.
So it's quite scary, really. But regardless, we need to kill stuff. So, in spite of failing that very important chant, Corvaric and Lachesis, my sorcerer, are both moved up this way to try and charge and kill these Celestians. Again, feeding cultists to the Overwatch on the way there. Yeah, the Possessor is still stuck in combat, obviously. And the Obliterator, the Lone Obliterator, has hopped off down here and advanced. So he's now there. Now, hopefully I can get Prescience off with my Sorcerer to give him a +1 to hit, to mitigate the -1 for having advanced, because his guns are assault. And I would like to use him to kill those Retributors. That's why he's moved. He's also moved, actually, to get out of line of sight of the Exorcist, which killed his mate earlier. Really, I should have moved them much sooner, but hey, them's the breaks. You live and learn. So, that about sums it up. So in the Psychic phase, we'll start with my Sorcerer over here. And we're going to start with Diabolic Strength on Corvaric, so that is going to go off on a 6.
Yes.
It does go off. And then Prescience on this Lone Obliterator on a 7, which does go off. And then over here, my Master of Possession, he's going to do Cursed Earth. Right now, my Demon Prince is a bit too far away for that, but my Demon Prince might be charging back this way, so in which case it could be useful. So, Cursed Earth on 7. That does go off. And then, Sacrifice is useless at this point, so forget it.
Jesus mine.
Unless I can use it to heal the Demon Prince. Is it Demon Engines or is it just Demons? We should check. It's probably just Demon Engines, but let's check anyway. As it turns out, I can use Sacrifice to heal the Demon Prince. I thought it was just Demon Engines, but it's Legion Demon units. So, this is a warp charge value of 4. This does go off. And basically, a model within 2 inches of the Master of Possession takes a wound, mortal wound, so this cultist dies. And then I use that to heal a Legion Demon unit within 18 inches, which is the Demon Prince, for D3 wounds. 1. Yeah, oh well, it was worth a try.
It's better, it's more valuable to have 1 wound extra on a Demon Prince than 1 extra cultist, isn't it?
It is definitely. It's still a win, it's just it could have been way better. So, okay, the Demon Prince is up to 4 wounds now. Never know, it could make all the difference later on. And finally, the Demon Prince himself, casting in, what's it called? Delightful Agonies. That's the one, on a 6. Yes,
That'll do
indeed.
it.
There we go.
Should have done
So he's got his 5+ ignore wounds back again.
Yep.
Lovely stuff. Okay then, Psychic phase, very successful, done, out of the way. Let's shoot some things. And I think we'll start with the Obliterator. Right away, actually. So, Flesh Metal Weapons. Strength is 8. AP is -3.
Okay.
And damage is a bit immaterial for my target of choice, but it is 1. So that's pretty good.
Cool.
It's only 6 shots though, because it's only him left now.
And he's hitting on 3s.
He is hitting on 3s, yes.
-1 because he's advanced and +1 because of prescience.
Indeed. So He gets 4 hits. Wounds on 2s.
Okay.
4 wounds at -3.
Okay, so
5 up saves. I
it's
believe.
5 up either because of the cover or because they're within 9 inches of the Canoness.
Indeed. Right. Yeah.
Pass 2, fail 2.
Okay.
Okay, we will do the traditional take the champion.
And there we go. I've removed a multi-melter
For the purposes.
of the round. There we go. Right, a multi-melter has been removed. That's not too shabby. And now I think I will move on to over here. These guys. This las cannon here, and this guy with the combi plasma. How many wounds has Rhino got left? 9.
9.
Yeah. Right, the combi plasma is going to fire at those Celestians. Not overcharging.
That's kind of the Rhino.
Last cannon at the Rhino, indeed. Yep.
Good.
So, yeah, okay.
Good job.
Good job. Totally missed. And the last cannon at the Rhino hits.
He knows what he's doing.
He does indeed. It wins. 6 up
Failed
save.
to save.
No, D6 damage. 2.
9 to 7.
Right. Put a dent in the Rhino. Now, let's fire these cultists at those Celestians. The cultists open fire with reckless abandon with their auto guns, spraying shots all over the shop in the direction of these Celestians. And we actually got 6 successful wounds with those auto guns.
Toughness 3 makes a difference.
It
versus
does.
Marines. Here we go. Saves. Failed 1.
So 1 Celestian is cut down by auto gun fire.
I'll probably take that.
Not bad. And then, let's see. Korvarik has got a bolt pistol, shooting at the same target. Yep, 1 more save.
Happy with that?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
And then my sorcerer, Lakis, is doing the same. Yep, another save.
No.
Another Celestian is killed. Jolly good. Alright then. Where else can we go now? Well, loads of stuff actually.
Lots of Marines and cultists kicking around.
Indeed. Bolt pistol and master possession out the sisters directly in front of him. No, he misses and he's too far away from the Demon Prince to reroll that, so. Auto guns from those cultists there, that's going to be 10 shots. 1 dead sister. And then let's start firing away with bolt guns and things, I think. All of these Chaos Marines opened fire with their bolt guns into the Seraphim. Killed 3 of them in total. Those 3 plus saves were difficult to get past with just regular bolters. And the missile launchers and las cannon from these squads all fired at the Rhino, and every single one of them failed to do any damage to it whatsoever. Sometimes life is hard being a heretic. But anyway, that brings us to the charge phase, because I run out of guns. So, I think we're going to start over here with these cultists charging your Celestians.
Okay. Ooh.
Double 1.
Don't
crumbs.
know.
I don't think that's going to make it in.
Yeah.
I don't have any command points to roll that.
Let's see if I can kill them first, and then you don't have to worry about measuring it.
Well, that sucked. That's how many died from the Overwatch. There's 3 cultists left. So now these 2 Marines here are going to make a valiant attempt to get in there, needing an 8 to get in. And they're out of range of your flamers, at least, so they're not going to have to deal with
But
that.
there's a whole lot of bolt gun death coming in anyway.
There is, yes. I am in cover, though, currently, which is
True.
interesting as it
Great.
relates to Overwatch.
2 1s to reroll. 4 hits.
Okay.
Only 1 wound.
2 up save, because I'm in my crater.
Yeah, really.
Okay.
Do you get in though?
Do I get in? That's the question.
No.
7! That's tragic. Hold on, let me just double check that. Okay, so that's a fail. Particularly because we just remembered that these guys are in a crater and you get -2 to your charge if you have to go across a crater. So that was a dismal failure. On top of another dismal failure.
Next.
So here's the thing. A bit of room has now opened up so that Korvarik could actually charge through here and whack a Canoness.
Yeah.
I did want him to kill some Celestians, but I'll settle for smacking the Canoness
Bit
instead.
cheeky, but sure.
So let's give that a go. He rolls a 7,
Probably do it.
so in he goes. could feed his Dark Disciples to the Celestians, but I don't think they'd survive the Overwatch, so forget it. So he goes in like that, and yeah, we could stay
more than an inch from the other 2 units, but yeah, it should be able to do that.
I think it's fine. Okay, so he gets in there like that, and yeah, so that's the story on that side of the table.
That's
Moving
also
over.
not charging anyone. Not charging my flamers.
He would have done. Now, not so much though. Actually, I tell you what, he'll charge the Rhino just for fun.
Just for fun. Why not?
So 6. Yep. Hello, Rhino.
2 hits.
2 hits.
1 wound.
1 wound. Saves. Okay, and I'll just try and bash you with the Force Axe. See how we get on. Okay. Now moving over here. Same deal. I'm going to feed cultists to that squad of battle sisters there. So this time the cultists do make it in. 3 cultists died, but the remaining 2 did make it in. Then the Master of Possession made it in with his charge. And now the Demon Prince is charging into that unit of battle sisters at the back there with the bolters. However, they do have crack grenades.
Yep.
And you've used an Act of Faith.
One of my 5s to
Auto hit with a crack grenade.
with a crack grenade.
Yes.
Firstly, do I on a 5 up I get get one back? Nope. Worth doing though.
Yep.
So hits automatically. It's strength 6 with a crack grenade, I believe.
Yep.
So it'd be wounding on 3s or 4s.
I think at least 4s. So
Not on a 1.
Not on a 1 though. Yeah.
Never mind.
Okay. Then you've got lots of bolt guns. There you go, hitting on 5s, because
Rerolling 1s.
Sacred Rose Overwatch is punishing indeed.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. 5s to wound. No wounds.
No wounds, okay.
You got away with it.
My boy's in. Alright. So, okay. Alright then. Well, how many command points do you have left?
0.
0, so I can attack anywhere I like.
Although do bear in mind, some of your units didn't charge and therefore aren't automatically going first.
No, that is true. So I think I'll start with Corvaric, battering that Canoness, hopefully. So yes, I think he only has 3 attacks, but 4 because Diabolic Strength, and 5 because he charged. See, imagine if he'd got Omen of Potency off.
Have another 3, is it?
He'd have another 3 on top of this. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So.
Cool.
Never mind. Anyway, he'll hit on 2s. And I did get his reroll bubble off, didn't I?
Yes.
It was the one. That was the champ that did work.
Yep, so you can reroll.
He can reroll that one.
Done
Into
that.
a 1.
No 6s either. Good stuff.
Yep.
Toughness 3.
So yeah, I will be wounding you on.
I'd have thought 2s.
Yeah.
Got +1 for. No, it's +2 for
Plus 2.
Strength 2. He's strength 6 right off the bat without his weapon.
Oh yeah, and I think with his weapon he's up to 8 or something.
Yes,
Yeah, so
whatever.
definitely 2s.
2s.
Of course, I rolled a sodding 1. So yeah, that's
damage. Is
Oh,
it?
sorry, I can re-roll that because of the Cursed Crozius against Imperium units. So yeah, that is actually 4 wounds at -2.
-2.
Yes.
I don't suppose any of them were 2s or 3s that you wounded there.
Bollocks. Hold on, let me check. So actually, I didn't roll any 1s, 2s, or 3s there after checking the footage. Get in. So that is 3 damage each, actually.
3 damage each.
With the Cursed Crozius, it's 3. A regular Dark Apostle gets damage 2, but
Right.
this relic is amazing. So
And I've got 4 wounds left.
Yes.
And that's 4 saves. Okay. But it's -2, you say?
yes,
So 4 up either way. Okay. 4 up. Passed. 4 up. Failed. 4 up. Passed. 1 wound left. Gonna use that
miracle dice.
miracle dice to pass the next one.
All right.
Do I get one back? Yes. It's 3.
Okay. So she lives.
For now, on 1 wound.
Much to my chagrin, she lives on 1 wound. And, okay. Well, maybe the Great Possessor can kill her. Let's see. Meanwhile, my sorcerer, Lachesis, has taken it upon himself to attack a tank with an axe. As you do.
As you do.
3 attacks, hitting on 3s, I think. Or is it 2s? Oh, I don't remember. He hits on 3, so that's 2 hits. He's not within the reroll bubble range, unfortunately, so not rerolling that. And he's strength 5 with this force axe, so 5's to wound. Ah, curses. Never mind.
Totally worth it.
Yeah. Well, I tied up a rhino on the right side.
I mean, it isn't tying up your last cannon though.
It's true, you would have charged straight in there next time. You actually forgot to do that last turn.
Whoopsie.
Yeah. Right.
On the plus side, they missed with everything and didn't fail and didn't pass the charge. So.
No, indeed. So.
Oh, sorry, you did 2 damage on a rhino with your last cannon.
Yep. Now, cultists. 2 attacks. Both hit. Neither wounds.
Okay, cool.
I'll do the Master of Possession last because I don't remember his rules off the top of my head. He's got 4 staves, but I will look it up. Right, now.
Blender boy.
Blender boy.
Roll a 1.
Roll a 1, yeah. So he has 4 attacks base, but he has his demon weapon. So, on a 1, takes a mortal wound, and he can't use it. But on a 2+, we get that many extra attacks. 4 extra attacks. So, yeah.
9 attacks then.
9, because he charged, yep. Thanks. Hitting on 2s, rerolling. That's lovely.
As well.
Yep.
A couple of 6s.
Couple of 6s. Death to the False Emperor. Very nice. Then, wounding on 2s, rerolling again.
Oh dear.
Yep. So, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Minus 2, I want to say. Yeah, I think it's minus 2.
I think it was, yes. Which makes it a 5 up, by the way. That's a bit cocked. They passed, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 die.
8 Battle Sisters.
Which is otherwise known as a lot.
Yeah. Are torn to pieces. Rip and tear until it is done, Henry. Yes. Look at that, boy. Well done. I'm so proud of him. Right. Okay. Very good. Now the old Master of Possession, which I need to check the rules for. Right, the Master of Possession. He has 3 attacks. They hit on 3s. Reroll on that 1 thanks to the Demon Prince. Into a 1. Story of this game, really. Now wounded on 2s with the 4 stave. 2 wounds, AP minus 1 on the sisters. So.
1 fast, 1 failed.
It would do D3 damage, but it doesn't matter in this case. So 1 battle sister is struck down with his 4 stave. And, right.
So you get to pick the next unit to fight with.
Indeedy do. Which means over here, I have to choose between my mini possessed and my greater possessed, essentially. Ooh. Yeah. It's a hard choice, because on the one hand you've got Flagellants. Flagellants. I don't know why I always instinctively pronounce it that way. I'm a moron. But anyway, I've got them I need to deal with, but also I could interrupt with the greater possessed and kill your canoness.
Quite. She has 1 wound left, and I've already used the miracle dice, so I can't auto pass.
Yeah.
So she's quite vulnerable there. But you've got 3 wounds left, so I could fight you back and mess you up.
Yeah. It's interesting, isn't it? I tell you what.
And I think it's fair to say if you don't attack with a possessed, they're probably going to die.
Yeah. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with the mini possess, and doubly so because I have a reroll hits aura now.
Okay.
So we'll choose them to fight with, which means we now roll for their attacks.
Ooh.
Here's the big 3, finally.
Okay.
So no +1, because no charging or was charged this turn, but 3 attacks each. So the first possessed here, he's going to attack the Flagellants, and the other one's going to attack the priest, I think. Yeah. So hitting on 3s, rerolling. Nice. And nice again. So 3 saves on the Flagellants. Why do I have trouble with that word?
They don't get the save.
Nope.
They've got a 7-up save, so it's damage 1.
Just damage 1 each.
They
Yeah.
say 5 up to ignore. Ignore 1, so 1 dies and 1 takes a wound.
Very good. And the second possessed against the priest. Re-rolling. Very good, 3 hits. These guys should just be damage 2 base, if you ask me. I think they really should.
Probably.
And then we'll give the word bearers a stratagem to make
There's
them.
a lot of things they should have that would make them better.
Possessed. Oh dear. Anyway, 2's to wound. 2 wounds on your priest.
4 ups. Pass on fair 1.
Okay. Because possessed seem alright, and then you remember, oh wait, they only do 1 damage a pop. Which makes me feel like right now, actually, considering all I've done is wound a priest and killed 1 archer flagellant, I should have maybe actually killed your canoness instead.
Yeah, I would have gone with that. So I get to pick a unit to attack now, and I'm going to pick the canoness. He's going to
Naturally.
smack your greater possessed.
Very good.
Ideally. 4 attacks being a canoness, +1 for the priest still being alive. 2s rerolling 1s, all hit. 4s to wound because of the blessed blade. That's 3 wounds, -3, d3 damage.
5 up demon saves. Makes 1, fails 2.
That's 5 damage.
Yep, he's dead. Mistakes were made. Should have gone with him.
Yes, they were.
We've learned. Maybe we'll do better next time.
And then, because that's all your units for, I get to fight with everything else, right?
Yep, you do.
Okay, let's do those Crusaders. All hit.
Nice.
5 to wound though. Oh, hello. 4 wounds, -3.
1, 2, 3, 4. Demon saves. Oh, make 3, fail 1.
Well, they kill that one guy.
Yeah, so this guy dies.
Let's do the Arco-Flagellants then.
And to nobody's surprise, the Arco-Flagellants completely murdered that possessed. Just totally and utterly, just avalanche of attacks. He's no more. Which leaves Corveric surrounded by Emperor botherers. This is an unfortunate state of affairs. Yeah. Well, never mind.
No mind.
Right, the only thing that's left to do now is these sisters over here. And the sisters did, well, they killed 1 cultist, leaving this work experience foreign exchange cultist still alive. And these 2 sisters over here failed to do any damage to the Demon Prince, and no damage was done to the Master Possession either.
Yep.
So,
at the end of the phase, I did destroy a unit, or at least 1 unit, so I get a
Miracle dice!
So 2.
Nice, okay. And, yeah.
Morale phase.
Morale, so a lot of cultists died here.
Yes. Run away!
By cultists, they're running away. I don't blame them. And over here,
Some cultists died.
1.
Looks like 4 died this turn, so you're probably alright.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's at least legit 5, right?
Foreign exchange cultist stands firm.
He is strong. So I've got quite a lot of morale-related tests.
You do, yes.
That unit, they lost 2. They can't fail, but if I roll a 1, I get a miracle dice.
Yeah, you do. It's a 2.
Okay. This unit can't fail. They lost 2, but again, if I roll a 1, no. That unit can fail,
Uh-huh.
but only on a 6.
Okay.
And so can they, because they lost the champion.
Right.
So I think what we'll do is we'll roll for them. They're fine.
They're fine.
And these, I'm going to use
An act
one
of
of these.
faith.
Let's use 1 to auto pass on leadership, whatever.
Yep.
So 5 up and get another one. Nope. Cool. So they pass, and then we've just got this squad.
Squad that got absolutely
Who-
murdered by
They
the
lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And their leadership 8 because of her.
Yeah.
So if I roll a 1, I both pass losing 1. Well, I fail losing 1 model.
Yep.
And I get a miracle dice.
Okay.
No.
Oh, fine. No, they're running away.
Run away.
So that squad is wiped in this turn.
Yep.
Well done, Henry. He's Henry now. It's not a very fluffy name, but he's just that's his name now. He's One-Horned Henry. And he's killed a living saint and an entire squad of battle sisters. Well done, Milado. Well done. Well, ladies and gents, it's turn 3 for the sisters. And we've just finished their movement phase. Seraphim, leaping on top of tall buildings.
To do things.
These ones charging straight towards my Chaos Space Marines. These sisters here have fallen out of combat with the mighty foreign exchange cultist down the Master of Possession. I can see why you're so terrified. But yes, they've fallen back to allow other units to shoot him in the face with melter guns, things like that. The Canoness over here, she's looking at taking on my Demon Prince. Now, there's a good chance she can kill him quite easily because she has the Brazier of Holy Fire,
Yes.
which does a ton of damage to demons.
It puts out mortal wounds.
Yeah, it's pretty...
As we will find out shortly.
Pretty horrendous,
Hopefully.
really. So, yeah, over here, Corvair remains surrounded, and Lachesis is also not in a particularly brilliant position himself. So, yeah. Oh, and the brothers Gribbly are in even more dire straits over here, as they're cornered by some
They're super dead.
by some battle sisters there. So, not great. And the Exorcist also has moved out its ruin.
So
In
we
order
can
to
see
be able
things.
to see things.
Yeah.
Things including this obliterator
Yes.
here.
Essentially.
So, right. Time to do some shooting.
Right, we're going to... well, first of all, we're going to do some burning.
Burning with the Holy
Unleash
Fire.
the Brazier of Holy Fire.
Very good.
So the way it works is in the shooting phase, you pick... there's two things it does. First thing is it reduces the leadership of demon units within range by 1. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Second thing is once per game you can pick a unit within 12 inches when you're shooting and roll the dice on a 2 up, it suffers D3 mortal wounds. Unless it's a demon, in which case it suffers D6 mortal wounds.
Yeah. Pretty horrendous.
So, here we go. 2 up. D6 mortal wounds. 6.
Oh, that's just... Oh,
You've got a 5 up to ignore though, but still.
I do, but you've made it as hard as you possibly could for me.
She
Okay.
is a seasoned campaigner and she will not stand this demonic filth.
Indeed. Come on, Henry.
Get thee back to the warp.
Alright, he saves
He's
3.
got 1 wound left.
He's got 1 wound left. Turns out that cultist I sacrificed to him made all the
It
difference.
did. Right,
So-
I'm going to throw a...
I think it's raining very heavily outside, or it's hailing. In case you can hear that in the background, folks.
Suddenly got very heavy weather out there. It's probably a dark omen
Yes.
for this demon.
Starts pelting it down with heavy rain outside the minute Henry succeeds at his saves there. I like it. I like it.
Let's see if we can survive a bolt pistol to the face. Reroll because it's a canoness.
Imagine if this
Hits.
killed him.
Well, I wanted to. Wounds,
Oh,
and it's -1
gosh.
because of divine guidance.
Alright,
Damn it.
he saves it.
Okay.
He's going to die, but it's going to be with dignity, alright?
No, it's not. Damn it. I was going to fire the Stormbolt
I
at
say
him.
die. He's like Celestine. He'll be back.
I was going to fire the Stormbolt at him, but there's that guy in the way. He's
yes.
closer.
Lone hero foreign exchange cultist,
So he's-
preventing you from
So
shooting
he's
me.
getting the Stormbolter in the face.
Fair enough.
2 hits.
2 hits.
2 wounds, minus nothing.
He ducks. He
So-
dodges.
No.
He still goes down, although he did make one of those.
Sorry, Chewie or Alpha Arius.
Yeah. Your cultist has served me incredibly well. Thank you very much.
Cool. Right.
He's not getting fed to the Demon Prince, unfortunately.
Well, I was lining up the multi-melters to shoot the Obliterator because
Mhm.
you walked into my range, so we're going to do that.
Okay.
Okay, that's 3 hits. And 2 wounds, minus loads.
2 wounds, 2 5-up demon saves. Make 1, fail 1.
Do you know what? Let's use that 5.
Miracle dies.
So that's 5 wounds on him. I think that kills him outright, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. He had 4, so he's dead.
Cool. 5 up, I get it back. No.
Okay. I was trying to remember there for a second if you'd already used one,
Yep.
but no, I don't think you did.
Do you know what? Since you're so keen for him to die a death that's not pathetic, I'm going to shoot the Exorcist at him.
Okay.
This should make sure. To be fair, there's not really that many other good targets for him.
Yeah.
For the Exorcist. I can shoot this guy, but there's quite a lot of other stuff around.
Yep.
Could shoot some Chaos Marines.
No, it makes perfect sense.
We'll just absolutely make sure. And if he survives this, then, I mean, there'll suddenly be a thunderclap outside. That many shots. Hitting on 4s because I moved.
Okay.
Strength 8, so 3 is the wound. That is 4 wounds, minus a lot. But you are currently still within 6 inches of him.
I am.
So you're 4 up and vulnerable.
4 4-ups. He makes 1, fails 3.
Okay, so that's 10 damage. Can you make 10 5-ups?
Stranger things have happened, right?
Not many.
No. Henry
Bye-bye.
goes screaming back into the warp. But he ripped and tore his way through an awful lot of battle sisters, including a living saint.
Bye-bye, Henry, you bastard.
So, Henry, when you get resummoned again in the future, I'll be very happy to see you again, because you've officially finally earned a real place in this army.
True story.
So, I'm quite pleased with that regardless. Not content merely to kill my demon prince, you're now opening fire with these sisters on my master possession. And I have 1 2-up save to make against your bolters, because I'm in cover, which you do make.
Okay. Plasma pistol overcharge. Reroll because the cannon S. Hits. Wounds.
Does indeed.
Whichever one of those it was, it still wounds.
5-up demon kin save he has, which he makes.
Nice. Heavy flamer. 2. 1 wound. AP minus 1.
Okay, 3-up then? No. Okay.
It's just 1 damage.
Yep, 3 wounds left.
Okay, and the melter gun. Oh look, it hits.
Made an act of faith. You do have a
I've got
holy
a stick, so I can do another one.
so you were able to do that.
5 up, I get it back. Yes.
You get another one, which is a 2.
Add to my rubbish collection of 1s and 2s. Well, I'm not failing any morale checks for any time soon.
No.
So, auto hit with the melter. Does it wound? Yes.
Yes.
Invulnerable.
Demon kin save. Nope.
Okay, we're definitely in melter range there, so 2d6, pick the highest. I'll take the 4.
That will do it. He is dead.
Melt. Melted.
Right. Okay. Then you've got more stuff over here, yes?
Yes.
Dan, you are absolutely without mercy. You followed that up by now torching the brothers Gribbly with flamethrowers. You got 4 regular wounds and 1 minus 1. Now, the brothers Gribbly have a 5-up save normally, so these will be 4-up saves to make all but one of them. So one of the brothers Gribbly falls, and then a single 5-up save. Oh. Both of the brothers Gribbly have fallen. Okay, ladies and gents, small recording cock-up, yes. I don't know how much footage exactly has been lost, but my camera's being weird with its memory storage and stuff like that. It's misbehaving, but anyway.
Would you say that it was possessed?
Aha! It bloody feels like it, mate, actually. Yeah, the machine spirit is very angry today for some reason. I need a new camera. I think that's what it comes down to. But anyway, so to summarise stuff that I think may have been missed because I think the footage got somehow deleted or wasn't recorded in the first place. I don't really know what's going on with it right now. But after the brothers Gribbly were killed, you went on and you took 2 wounds off my sorcerer.
Yep.
With these guys,
My
these Celestians shooting them.
firing squad.
Yep. You shot Corvaric in the face with a shotgun and a bolt pistol.
Well, the shotgun was there, the bolt pistol was there because he's in combat with it.
Ah, right, sorry. Yeah. So the cannon shot him in the face with a bolt pistol and didn't do anything. And
over there, the Seraphim opened up and killed some Marines.
yes, there was a squad here. There is now not a squad here.
Yes, the hand flamers did some work.
They did. It was very, very, very good. So, now that's all you're shooting at, right?
Yep. So it's the end of the shooting phase, and I did kill a unit or more, so I will get another miracle dice,
Hey!
which is a 3.
Very good.
Oh, 2 1s, 2 2s, and a 3.
So,
It's now the fight phase.
It is.
The charge
Or
phase.
charge
and the
phase,
fight
yeah.
phase. So what's going to happen is they're going to charge him.
yep.
They're going to charge him.
Ball pistol Overwatch. Misses. Good.
I won't bother rolling.
No,
We're in.
You're definitely in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
Just to make sure, still within 6 of the cannonettes. Yeah.
Good.
And the priest, so extra attacks and re-rolls and everything,
Lovely.
which is nice. So, you haven't got any command points, doesn't matter where we start.
Yeah.
So let's start with the Celestians. They've got 2 attacks each because they are veteran sisters.
Yes.
Apart from the superior who has 3. I'll do a separately. She's got a power sword. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left.
Because they also get an extra on each because of the priest, right?
6, indeed they do. So they'll get another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus 6. Maths. This is the regular ones. And we're hitting on 3s because they're Celestians.
Yep.
We run 1s and 2s because they're within 6 of the canoness. That was pretty good.
Alright, yeah.
Cool. They are still only strength 3, so we're still 5s to wound. But you know, weight of dice and all that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds. Sadly, Divine Guidance doesn't help in combat.
No, it doesn't. You have to take one of the other.
There's another one for that.
Yeah.
I think it's exploding hits. Like a Death False Emperor type thing.
3 up saves. I fail 3. He is dead.
He's dead.
The Keesus falls.
Cool. Alright, let's go over here then. Do the whatchamacallits?
Arco Flagellants.
Crusaders first.
Oh, Crusaders, okay.
Because it's easier. Technically they're not in a sister's order, so they don't get to reroll the ones for me. They do get to reroll because they're zealots and they charged.
Yes, indeed.
There we go, all hit. Cheeky. 5s to wound. Hello.
Okay.
That's 4 at -3.
4 up Dark. I'd say Dark Rosarius. It's not what it's called at all, but it's the same thing. Okay.
Takes the 1.
Take 1.
Alright, I've got to roll for the Archoflagellants, haven't I?
He's got 3 wounds left.
This many attacks.
Ooh, that's not as many as it could have been.
Oh, it really isn't. Right, 4s, rerolling.
You're lucky you're re-rolling, I think.
I know.
Yeah, much better.
Strength 5, so you're not toughness boosted or anything, are you? So it's
Nope.
still 5s. Still 3s, rather.
Okay.
There we go. That's 6 at -1. So you 4 ups again.
Watch this. 2
bad.
more. Is that 1 damage?
Yep.
1 wound remaining.
Okay, and then we will activate the Canoness.
Okay.
Now 5
Canoness,
attacks.
you have been activated.
Do you know what? I'm going to use one of these 2s for one of these because she hits on 2s.
You have
Might
more
as well.
miracle dice than you know what to do with.
Yeah, exactly. Might as well send it to you. So on a 5 up, I'll get it back. Nope. So that's 1 hit plus 4 more hits.
Basically, the reason you did that, for those who are confused
sorry.
now at home, is because you've got lots of low value miracle dice,
Yes.
and you wanted to try and recycle that into a better one.
Yeah, I mean, I've got nothing else to use it on at this stage, so I might as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, that would be 4 wounds at -3, doing D3 damage each.
Oh boy, more 4 ups. He makes every single one of them!
That's cheeky, nice.
Yes! Well done, lad. Ah, yeah, okay.
Well, That's interesting.
So now my question is, does Diabolic Strength persist
I'd have thought so.
even though my sorcerer is in fact
It's still
gone?
the same battle round, isn't it?
I guess it does, so...
All on the Canoness. Is that what's happening here?
Yeah, I'm taking out your Canoness
Okay.
before I gracefully bow out.
on the topic of the miracle dice, if I'd had a 4-up one, I would have saved it for her invulnerable save.
Yes.
In the off chance he failed, he passed all the saves like that. But we'll see, won't we?
Alright, well, so he will have 3 attacks normally. He's been charged, so 4, and then an extra 1 for Diabolic Strength. So this would be hitting at strength 8.
It's 2s and 2s.
Yeah, 2s and 2s.
With rerolls and everything.
Roll that one.
2 6s there.
Ah, yes. Death to the false emperor. Then 2s.
Except it's not 2s,
It's not 2s?
it's 4s.
Oh yeah, of course, because of her thing. So that is 3 successful
I
wins.
think you can reroll that 1 though, because I assume it's reroll failed.
This is wounds.
Yes.
I don't have anything that
I
can
thought
reroll
your
wounds.
Courageous allowed you to reroll wounds.
Oh yeah, of
against
course it
Imperial.
does. You're right.
So you can, I assume it's reroll failed wounds, so you'd reroll the 1.
I rolled it into a 1 anyway.
And then modifiers take effect. 1, 2, 3, don't do anything.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
I assume that's how it works.
Yeah, I think it's failed. It's an early codex thing, so it probably says failed rather than the newer codexes, which tend to not say that. Throwing dice everywhere. Okay, yeah. So that's 3 successful wounds at AP minus.
So far, she's vulnerable. She's fine.
She is absolutely fine. Yeah. Shrugs it off like it ain't no thing. All right.
Cool. So I think that's the end of the fight phase.
It is.
At the end of the fight phase, I killed another unit, so I get another miracle dice. 5.
There you go.
Jeez. I've got 5 of them.
With that, that's the end of the turn. Morale is not an object.
No.
And with that, I am afraid I am going to have to shake your hand.
That's
because all I have left now is 2 Chaos Marines here, a Dark Apostle who is about to die,
and a few couple squads over there,
and 2 5-man Chaos Marine squads over here, and that is it. Versus
I think the
all of
sisters
this
have
stuff.
the field here, don't they?
The sisters have very much taken the field. They've taken the chapel. They've forced us into retreat. And despite Henry's best efforts,
Ray.
the tide of sisters could not be stemmed. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen, a victory for the Sisters of Battle. And I think it was about you, really. You've avenged your previous defeat.
Revenge.
Revenge, sweet, sweet revenge.
Take that, baddies.
Indeed.
For the Emperor and all that.
What a power boost compared to last time, though.
Quite.
As I sent you off camera, I came into this battle feeling relatively confident with my army that I had, and you just blew me away completely.
Well, I mean, to be fair, your first turn was bad.
It was pretty horrific, yeah, but
It didn't help, but
you still just demolished most of my best units
the
very early
miracle
on.
dice really made a big difference.
They're interesting, aren't they? Because
And if you compare it to the previous game when we had the old Acts of Faith mechanic,
yeah,
that was like it goes off on a 4-up or a 5-up or something, and I don't know if I got any of them off in that game, or if I did, they didn't do anything.
yeah,
So we were just thinking about it was effectively a superfluous mechanic. It didn't do anything at all.
yeah.
And in this game, the replacement has done loads of stuff. I mean, right off the bat, doing 6 wounds to that decimator. I think that was when you went, oh, geez. Sisters are good.
Yeah, it's a little thing, but they don't have lots of long-range anti-tank firepower.
Well, if
But,
you took 3 exorcists,
If you took 3 exorcists, you'd have quite a bit, admittedly. But the way they're able to maximise the effectiveness of the melters and things that they have as a result of Acts of
melters
Faith
are absolutely the winning weapon for the miracle dice.
Yeah, because you can either pretty much guarantee this is going to hit, or you can guarantee this is going to do a ton of damage.
Yeah.
So
I didn't use it on wound rolls, but you can use it on that as well.
Yeah.
Which that would be a good use of some 2s sometimes.
yeah, and it comboed the thing we found as well is it comboed really nicely with your particular order's 5-up
Yes.
Overwatch.
Because having a 5 in my hand meant you were worrying about charging anything that had a melter in it.
Being able to sit there and say, right, I have a guaranteed Overwatch melter here in my pocket, that is so powerful. That is so good.
Well, you were saying off camera that you didn't think until now that you could use the Miracle Dice as a mechanic to intimidate people.
Yeah, exactly.
You can.
Yeah. I mean, even on a good day, charging a unit with a melter gun is always a risk.
Yes.
When they're Overwatching on 5s, it's a serious risk. When they can just say, if you charge me, I'm going to auto-hit you with this melter. You're paralysed with, I can't do it. I can't take that damage.
Yeah.
It basically means that this unit cannot be charged by whatever is harassing.
I mean, I'm not saying that a 10 sister unit with one melter gun in it is going to win the LVO or anything.
No.
But it's definitely... It's good in this kind of game, in your regular 40k.
Definitely gives you some pause for thought, yeah. Well, and we've only scratched the surface of this really as well here. Like, when you've played several games with these, with the new book, and you've really figured out the best bits.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of stratagems and stuff that I basically didn't look at.
There's lots of juicy goodness in the new Sisters Codex that you just need to squeeze out to get the really good... Because here's the thing, right? You've given me an absolute... You take me to the cleaners here, and you didn't even bring a particularly...
Oh, it's a bit of everything, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't an army list that was designed to wreck face at all, by any stretch of the imagination. As you said, only one exorcist, you know.
Yeah, only one exorcist.
So
no dual battalion.
No.
I think 10 sister squads probably isn't really good.
You probably want to take them in 5s.
Like, I know in this with this trait, it benefits having a larger unit because of the unit can only use 1 to morale.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. There was a point where I lost 2, wasn't there?
Oh yeah.
Fighting the Demon Prince. I would have had 1 extra sister. It wouldn't have made any difference. But I forgot about it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I'll have to try.
I thought I was doing good and not forgetting much.
There you go. It's a new codex.
Never mind.
It's to be expected.
I think we did all right.
I think, all things considered, considering you haven't actually seen the book in the flesh until you got here
This
today.
is true, yes. Not
You've done a pretty good job with this, considering.
I'm waiting for the digital one to be available.
Yes. Early 2020, according to Games Workshop, whatever that means. But never mind.
Cool. Should we end on the same rant that we started with?
Yeah, I suppose so, yeah. Yeah, there's not much else to say other than Sister's good.
Yeah.
Very good. I need to bring...
Well, the Word Bearers, I mean, you were also running quite a lot of new bits on them.
I was.
The new stuff was quite... I mean, the Demon Prince was...
Some of the new bits were quite good. The Possessed stratagem was very nice.
I mean,
it's a shame
if there hadn't been a Rhino, if it had been something good, then it would have been really useful.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I still think Possessed might be a little bit rubbish. I think I might still have a crack at the whole blob of 20 buffed up properly. I think that might still be something to that, but it's the fact they only do 1 damage with their attacks. If they did 2 damage with their attacks all the time, they'd be actually probably pretty good and worth taking. Mind you, I think they got another points drop in Chapter Approved, so
good.
If they're cheap enough, it can still be worth it, I suppose. But in fact, a lot of stuff got point drops. I think the Obliterators have gone down to 90 points each, which is really nice.
Yeah.
So, and again, the Obliterators wrecked face for me today. They're just so good. They're just so good. You got to have something for the enemy to shoot at instead of them for a while.
Well, you did.
I did, and unfortunately, you dealt with it far quicker than I hoped you would. But hey,
new model syndrome.
But yeah, well, anyway, I think I've run out of things to say, other than terrain and things. Right? Yeah, this is from 2009 Bragg Miniatures. He built and painted and everything. All of this ruined chapel here, very nice. Big ruins over there. GameMat.eu. These little bits are GW. The mat is from Urban Mats. I've got a bunch of reviews for Urban Mats products coming up very soon. I've been filming a bunch of them behind the scenes. They'll be coming soon for a bunch of battle mats and terrain bits as well. And the craters are also from Urban Mats as well. They're quite good. I like the craters, actually.
They were handy for rolling dice in.
Yes. Well, because Games Workshop used to sell craters, but then they stopped and they haven't ever come back. So these are nice little bits, these craters, because they actually have rules in 40k, you know, like they limit your charges and things like that, and they're useful bits of cover too, so we have craters in these battle reports now, courtesy of urbanmats.com. There you go.
Sweet.
That's about all there is to say. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. Thanks again, Dan, for coming along and bringing
That's okay.
your wife's
Goodbye.
wonderful sisters, and
Bye.
bye.
Bye.